this thing going. Okay. Are we good?
Yep.
Yes? Oh, nice. Okay.
Finally.
Live on YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Except this, there we go.
Get too old for this.
Okay, so live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. 100,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll hit
42 to go, right?
42 to go, something like that. Yep. And can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Sorry for the little hecticness at the start. We always have issues with YouTube live streams. So what I'm going to do now is tweet out the correct link, and then we should be good to go. It does look mirrored. Oh, no, it doesn't look mirrored on here to them. So that looks good.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, let's talk cars. We got some cold beer here, and just going to have a nice time. So the thing is, don't subscribe to us if you're not actually going to watch the videos on that account.
Yeah.
Because that hurts us more than the subscribers.
Everyone thinks the more subscribers, the better, no matter what. That's not technically true.
True at all. And it's so funny. We've always had lean subscriber counts on our YouTube channels. And I've always preferred it this way because our view counts are higher than people with way bigger subscribers. But we're more nimble if we have a less massive subscriber base. So why are we celebrating a milestone that isn't so important? I don't know, but I'm pretty excited. I think someone just unsubscribed.
Just went down.
Yeah. So anyway, we are thrilled for 100,000 subscribers. Can't thank you enough. I mean, it's just amazing how quickly we got this channel to this point. And certainly no lack of effort.
Because I joined 16 months ago?
16 months ago, and we barely had a channel.
You had 10,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty freaking awesome. So now what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get to the live stream, and I'm going to just tweet this one out. Twitter. And then I'm going to do the whole thingamajiggy. Got to put photos. Boom, and then tag V8 Hotel because they're awesome. Location, V8 Hotel. And then I think we're pretty good. Second best EV YouTubers is our channel. That's pretty high up there.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Wow, who's the first though? Will my dad subscribe now? No, I don't think he'll ever subscribe. No, I'm joking. He is subscribed. Yeah, so we'll go through some questions. We'll have some beer with you guys. We got TikTok going. We got YouTube going.
There's like 8 screens in front of my face right now.
We got a lot of screens
this
going
feels
on.
like an EQS.
Speaking of,
yep.
Like every fourth car is an EQS.
There's a lot
Well, the EQS is built. I'm actually looking at the factory.
Yeah, we can see the Mercedes logo in the distance from here.
Yes, so Sindelfing Factory 56 is literally right there outside this window.
Welcome from Stuttgart, by the way. That's where we're at. We're at the V8 Hotel, in case you haven't heard. Yeah.
Love the V8 Hotel.
Very car enthusiasts everywhere, which is nice.
Okay, so now I have to say, come join me and Jordan for a beer. And then I can get off my phone. Come join me and at Jordan. Who's not the best social person.
Who's drinking with us tonight? I know it's only 2-3 o'clock in the States, but it's almost it's after 10 here. So
yeah, it's 10:15 p.m. where we are, and I'm ready to stay up until we hit this thing. Although I'm sure there's going to be people who just unsubscribe as we get close, because that sometimes happens.
Yeah,
it's okay. Just more time we can chat. But we're not going to leave as soon as we're done, basically. Okay, well, now we're back in. We got the comments rolled up. I see we have a super chat already. I love the channel. Thank you, Damien. Really appreciate it. By the way, all super chats on Out of Spec Motoring and reviews all go back to the channel. So those challenges like Race to Vegas and things like that, all right in here. Something we've been doing for the Out of Spec Motoring channel recently is donating the money from those videos to the dog rescue stuff that Alyssa's working with.
Yeah, that's been awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to help some doggos, watch the dog rescue videos.
Yep, she and Liv just did one in the Rivian. That was fun. Good videos. Alyssa says Ellie is getting lit, so Ellie is joining us for a drink tonight.
Oh, great.
I'm sure Kyle misses Ellie. I miss my cat, which I've never thought I'd say in my life.
Yeah, I don't think people even know who on this channel are dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we have 2 dogs, Ellie and Blue. Yeah. My dad back in with the 99 cents. It's funny, different audiences, but on our Out of Spec motoring channel, a lot of times my dad will donate some money, and it's always 99 cents. And then my mom comes in with like $99, which is always really funny. So getting the comments rolled up. So yeah, 100K. Holy smokes.
We got people from India.
India, that's awesome.
By people, I mean one person.
5 times. 5 times.
Excellent.
Will we come to Norway after Germany?
Eventually.
Well, so we had planned to actually go to Norway this trip. We've been here for 3.5 weeks, something like that. And yeah, we had planned to go to Norway, but it's just like too many things popped up in Germany.
So you may not know this, but there's a lot of car stuff in Germany. And we thought, oh, we'll just go all over Europe in a month. But technically, you can do everything in Germany for a month. Actually, it could go on for 2 months just in Germany. And then there's all the other countries. So I would like to get to Scandinavia for another trip. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we were going to go see Chem Power in Finland and then do the Neo battery swap station. Can we say that the Neo battery swap station's opening in Germany?
Yeah.
I just said it.
We won't say where.
Well, we won't, but you can imagine where.
Neo's coming. Yeah. Swap's coming.
We filmed a video there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Neo's coming, battery swap station. Never experienced a battery swap station.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
When are more van videos coming? Well, we just posted one like 3 days ago. So probably give it another 4 days, 5 days, something like that on Out of Spec reviews. Have we seen any Rivians in Europe? No. Should we break the news though?
Yeah.
It's no news now. We tried really hard to bring our Rivian over. I actually booked a flight for our Rivian to fly it from New York to Munich, and we couldn't get any of the paperwork in time.
So here's the thing about Kyle. He didn't book our flights till like the day we left, but the Rivian, he was booked ahead of time.
Right. The Rivian was planned. That was not a cheap flight. But it would have been really cool to fly that thing over. And
I think the Rivian in like Norway would look so cool. For some reason, the design language of that truck makes me think Norway.
So you think Norway? The Rivian makes you think Norway.
Yep.
So if you hear music in the background, there's a Weissman like car meet here.
There's 100 Weissman cars out in the parking lot.
And they're having a concert playing like 90s disco music, and it's awesome.
With an electric violinist. It's so cool.
Yeah. And so we're just in a conference room at the top of this hotel. Dang, the subscribers are going up. That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Brandon and Caleb joined us. Hello, EV Nomads.
Hello. Yeah, we were ready to charge as well. We had to get adapters figured out for the Rivian and all this stuff. And it's not even just an adapter. There is a slight communication difference between CCS 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And we kind of had that all sorted out.
We just can't have real standards.
We just couldn't get the car over here in time. But maybe we'll break some other news now that we're at 100K and more things are happening and we're pushing really hard to sort of lead the EV video world, if you will, just in terms of like making content people actually want to watch. I think we'll have our German office open by January, which means I can buy an Me and a Twizy, and then
I can buy a Smart Roadster.
Yeah, and we can bring those to the US for a year.
I drove my dream car the other day, Smart Roadster, Coupe Brabus exclusive, which was great. No one even cares or knows.
No one knows what a Smart Roadster is. Mark, thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. He said, thanks for what you guys do. I really enjoy all of the Out of Spec channels and I've learned a ton, especially regarding EV adoption. I just took delivery of my F-150 Lightning and sold my e-tron. Wow, good taste.
Tell us what spec you got on the Lightning.
Yeah, what spec Lightning did you go for, Mark? That's pretty sweet. And thanks again for the super chat. That'll go towards, I guess, not our beer. That's where I'm paying for it. But it'll go to a fun project on this channel. Yeah. Have I had any issues with my Rivian identifying the primary driver? I keep having to adjust my seat. I have not driven it enough to notice. And when I'm driving it, it's just me for the most part. But I think everyone's been driving it back at the office. So over here on TikTok, someone asked, what's our current favorite non-Tesla EV at the moment?
That's hard. There's some. I mean, it's a good thing. There's a lot of good ones there.
Taycan.
But yeah, two-car solution for me has always been Taycan and Rivian, which is funny because I was always like, oh, I have to go Tesla because charging infrastructure.
Yeah.
But then I drove the Taycan and Rivian. I'm like, I like these.
Yep. So we'll have a German spoken out of spec channel and then a English spoken channel filmed here. I don't know if those will be on out of spec reviews. I imagine some will be, or if we'll have our own like out of spec Euro situation. We have to figure out how that's going to work.
Some have to go to reviews, I think, because a lot of people like seeing the weird stuff we can't get in America.
Yeah, I don't want to have too many channels. I mean, we're kind of there, but want to avoid that as much as possible. So yeah, Brandon and Kaylee just got their new Polestar 2.
Looks good, black, nice. Looks very nice.
Good spec, all-wheel drive, pretty sweet. Take the Cannonball record back. I think probably not the right image for us at the moment to be ripping across the country. I don't know. Would be cool. Someone asked, how's our vacation in Europe? It's not really vacation, but we're having a good time. We're here for work. So yeah, we love it. If you're on TikTok, you got to tap the screen to help us out. Appreciate it. And this is going up quicker than I would have expected.
Yep.
Someone really wants an iWays U5 review. I don't think we actually shot it.
Yeah, we did.
I promised it, and then and I think we ran out of time and didn't film it. So
we'll get it again because I want to see if they can improve it a bit because some of the issues were software. I mean, we can talk about it.
That car is just all software.
Yeah, it drives fine. Software issues which can be addressed theoretically. So maybe we can get it again in the future and see if it improves. Another super chat from PCs and EVs. Thank you guys. Hope you're having a fun trip. Got my Ioniq 5 limited and I love it. Do you guys think the Ioniq 5 in will be more than 70K?
No. How much is the GV60 performance?
GT, I don't. Or the.
My dad can comment. He just got one from. My mom just got a.
Dave, fill us in.
Yeah. So my mom got a GV60 performance. I think the video's on this channel, and so will we be getting an EV6 Lite at some point?
I'd like to try that.
I don't. Yeah. Eventually, we'd
but
like to.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
They said 68K for GV60 performance.
So will not be more. The Ioniq 5 shouldn't be more expensive than GV60 performance, I would think.
I wouldn't think so.
Any more Model 3 performance video road trips coming up or on the Plaid? Swap out the yoke yet? As soon as I'm back, we're going to the. I worked my schedule around a little bit. I'm going to this giant Tesla meet.
And you're going to take the Model 3.
And I think I'm going to take the Model 3.
I think you should. That's an icon car at this point.
So we decided to keep the Model 3 performance, and it's just now hitting the mileage. This is like going on a road trip, take the Model 3.
Yep.
Now we want to run that thing up to the moon. Cool. Oh, so someone has a small battery EV6 if we need to borrow one. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Someone reached out to us from Michigan that had one. Maybe it's the same person. So yes, as soon as we'll be in Michigan in a few weeks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So maybe we should coordinate that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, most of the EV6 press cars are all up there in terms of specs. So they all have the big battery. 99,980 subscribers.
Very nice.
Whoa. Oh, we lost one. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, most press cars we get are highly spec'd. So that's why it's sometimes hard to find the lower versions. Like we like testing base cars. It's cool to see what you get for nothing. But we don't usually get those from the manufacturer. So we got to find people, which is not too hard. Someone's got their Model 3 long range. Love the car. That's a good car.
Model 3 long range is just, honestly, Model 3 standard range is the move.
Yeah, we just did some LFP stuff, and that was great for such a cheap car.
LFP is freaking awesome. You charge that thing to 100% all the time. Everyone's unsubscribing to be number 100,000. We're going to probably ping pong 100,000, 99.99.
How many times can we achieve this victory?
Yeah, we hit 100,000, a whole bunch. Let's see. Comments are coming in. Thanks, guys. Is this live? Yes. Timothy, it is live. Someone spoke a language I don't speak. I think it's.
Oh, someone asked if we're getting the glass replaced on the 3. Are we?
Yes, we do need to get the glass replaced on the Model 3. Okay. Hey from the Netherlands. Oh, we do have to go to the Netherlands because I want to film Tom's car collection, which would be pretty cool. So yes. Are we looking forward to the Ioniq 6? Well, we just spent some time with it, and it was so freaking ugly.
So it looked better in person than photos and renders,
No.
but still bad.
No.
Better, but still bad.
No, I would. Where's this better coming from?
It objectively looks better than the renderings.
Totally disagree. Yep. Ordered. What do I keep kicking in front of me? Oh, it's just there's
The table. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to break that. Thanks, Jason. Congrats on almost 100,000. Really appreciate it. All right, let's see. What's my opinion on price per minute on DC fast chargers? As a user, if you have a fast charging car, it's really freaking cheap. I still don't think it's the right way to charge for electricity.
Yeah, if you pull up with a Taycan versus a Bolt, and you're paying per minute, that's rough.
Yeah,
for the Bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ioniq 6 reminds this guy of Porsche. I've heard a lot of people say that. I really don't see it personally, but that's interesting. Yeah, drive a Carver. Carver reached out to us and invited us to drive their thing in the UK. But someone said if you go to Netherlands, or go to the Netherlands, excuse me, we'll see. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, someone on TikTok asked about Model Y with 7 seats. I sat in the third row of a Model Y, something I never thought I would do or say, and it was horrible.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I fit technically.
Oh, is that when we were doing I was in the car too.
Yeah.
But I was up front.
Yeah, you were fine. You were like, this isn't so bad. And meanwhile, I'm in the back. You have to do this as an adult. So it's a kid car.
Holy smokes, we're getting close. 993.
Wow.
What the heck? Jordan's like, this is not going to happen until the middle of the night. Because we've been kind of tracking to see, what's the trajectory that we're going on. Because if I go over here, you can see we have some data as to sort of the ramp of the channel from day one to now. And you can see when we post big videos, we get a little bit of a bump here or there. And we don't really need to get too much into the business of YouTube. But yes, we're at 987 right now. So it's just teetering back and forth quite a bit, which is pretty funny. Tesla takeover in August. Yep, I'll be there. I think at least. Me and planning don't go so well in hand. Yeah, people are subscribing, unsubscribing, happens, bots, who knows. Jordan's trying to make a tweet, can't type.
Yeah, so they still don't have any editing in Twitter, but
Yep, well, appreciate you guys watching us on TikTok. Over 3,600 likes on TikTok so far, just on this live stream, which is pretty sweet. Has nothing to do with our YouTube channel, but I will say the guys on YouTube only gave us 47 likes. It's probably updated since I loaded this one. Are we in Germany now? Yes, we're in Boblingen or Sindelfing. We're basically at the Mercedes factory. We're at the hotel. It's called the V8 Hotel, and we're looking at where the EQS is made right across the street. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Did I see the video from Bjorn about Tesla Vision and how bad he thinks it is? No, but I don't doubt it. My Tesla Vision on my Plaid isn't nearly as good as the radar card. Am I going to fully charged in San Diego? I don't know. Maybe. They haven't actually. They reached out and said, do you want to spend a lot of money with us to sponsor it? And I was like, yeah, maybe.
100,011.
What?
Cheers.
That's not possible.
Well, it is.
100,000.
I was expecting fireworks, but there's nothing.
Wow. Well, let's just give this a second. Oh wait, it's actually freaking ripping.
Yeah. It got over the hump, and YouTube's like, all right, now we'll suggest videos.
So we hit 100K. No way.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's
Wow.
awesome. We just came up with this idea to do a live stream like an hour ago.
Yeah, during dinner.
During dinner, we're like, what do we do? Should we make a social post? Because we've always said subscribers really don't mean anything, and they can hurt you from a business case in some cases. So yeah, pretty cool. Someone just asked again, are we going to fully charged? I don't know, but maybe. Anyway, we lost one.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you guys seriously for 100,000. That's
Everyone
pretty
was
amazing.
waiting to be the 100,000.
Oh, and then hit it at
all
once.
did it. So
Okay.
you all did it. That's good.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Next step, 1 million. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So really pumped, and yeah, thanks to you guys on TikTok too. Totally missed it. Appreciate it.
Too many screens.
Yeah. Someone watches every video. That's insane. I don't even watch every video.
Oh no, it's impossible.
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's possible.
I mean, I don't know. Eventually, we'll be having this amount of video output that it's going to take up 24 hours a day nonstop.
Yep.
The full out of spec stream. Okay, cool. So you're talking to Jennifer. She's making a video?
Yep.
Nice. We got more people coming on channels. We got some German speaking stuff coming up. That's really the next big thing for us is the Europe expansion. We see a bunch of EVs coming out here in Europe, regulations really pushing for electrified vehicles. We want to be on the forefront of covering it. So we'll have an office here by January 1. We'll be ready to rock and roll.
It's crazy how stuff is over here. It's just every country's different.
Yep. So we'll be doing the US to the EU slog back and forth.
Javid asks if you're getting your Starbucks orders over here. You want to talk about that?
Oh, the Starbucks situations? Oh, it's a rough Starbucks situation. They just came out with my strawberry acai refresher here.
Okay, not your strawberry acai, just a strawberry acai.
And it tastes like
It was
garbage. It's so bad.
And I like everything, so I tried it, and I was like, I'm sure oh, no, it is bad. Okay.
It's really bad. So maybe I just need to I haven't tried it undiluted. So maybe they deserve one more try. But it was so bad, I was like, oh, I'm never going to a Starbucks here ever again.
William says he's installing EVgo's first 350 kilowatt charger in Nashville. Come to Nashville when it's online. I'd love to. I always go to Nashville.
And Nashville has like one 50 kilowatt charger at the giant stadium there,
yep.
And it hasn't worked in 4 years. It's got like a 1 point something rating on PlugShare.
Oh, geez.
It's the worst rated charger I've ever seen, and it's the only DC fast charger in Nashville.
Meanwhile, here in Germany, every fuel stop on the Autobahn has chargers, sometimes multiple brands. I mean, last night we went to a fuel stop. They had like a nice dinner. We were sitting down in velvet chairs. You could choose from 2 different brands of DC fast charging.
This
This
is
is
nice.
not the case in America.
Colton's in here. Sick. Hey, Colton, if you're in here. Colton's the guy who's detailed by Plaid and got it all sorted, and we're going to figure out an out-of-spec nerdy detailing channel. Super nerd stuff.
People watch that for sure. My brother just watches detailing videos all day.
Yeah, I think so. Someone said Tom Malagny is a sexy little dude.
Well, yeah. Did you see his lightning video of him getting out of the front? It was hilarious.
I didn't. Oh, you mean when you did the review?
First crack,
yeah, okay. That was really good. Even my mom's in here. Hey, Mom. Chief Deese is gone, I think, as of September.
A lot of people are talking about him, yeah.
Yeah. It's been the hot topic here in Germany.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Everyone's talking about it here. I mean, it pretty much like traffic stopped when the news broke.
Yep. They replaced all the speed limit signs with
It's a huge shock to the entire German automotive industry. I don't think unsurprising though.
Yeah, I think it was kind of coming, but even if it is coming, it's still like, oh wow, it actually happened.
He was the best thing Volkswagen had going for them. But we'll see how Oliver Bloom does.
Yep. Colton's going to Cali to detail a Ferrari this week. That's how you know you're good at your job.
Yes. Out of spec details. That would be a good name for it.
Yep.
The Organizer is a good detailing channel. Obsessed Garage is a good channel that I've followed Matt's stuff forever.
Yep.
Matt's got a good idea, which is he is doing he bought a house in the mountains in Tennessee, I think, or Georgia, North Georgia mountains, I think.
Oh yeah.
And he has his guests rent it for a week at a time, but they're all YouTube subscribers.
Oh, that's
so like you can only be in the inner core to rent the house.
Yep.
I think it's called the Obsessed Garage Core. And I thought that was a really cool idea. One thing I was thinking, always a million ideas, and it's hard for our audience, I think. It's like, we're such performance enthusiasts. Yeah, my mom's actually in the chat. So yeah, someone's like, is that actually your mom? Yes, my mom is in the chat. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to put like a little spot at the Nürburgring with like 3 rental Teslas and make a little Airbnb out of spec, go enjoy EVs on the Nürburgring thing. But then I also remembered that no one watches our track videos.
Yeah.
So
that's because one lap isn't taking place on the ring.
Can we get a Nürburgring video with anything with battery and wheels? There's 3 that we've already posted this trip. Then we're taking Tycon and ID5 around in a couple days, and maybe some other stuff.
Highways was fun.
Highways is the video.
That was the video you should go. If you haven't seen that, go look up our Highways video on the ring, because it's a Chinese EV you've never heard of. It's on the Nürburgring where it shouldn't be, although it did pretty well, better than you expected, right?
The Highways was just like competent, soft, but yeah, it wasn't super crazy.
I was holding luggage in the back. It was great.
The only thing I did in the Model 3 was clean the steering wheel with something. I can't find the video anymore. What did I use to clean it? Just basic leather cleaner, and just do it gently. I'm pretty light on the wheel anyway. And if my hands are ever greasy, I actually don't touch the outer rim. I try not to. I drive on the spokes because I'm really particular about greasy steering wheels. Whenever I buy a car used, first thing, new steering wheel, always. I just hate gunk. And I'm not like a germaphobe, but maybe about that one is. Oh, this guy, Jordan Schieffer, just commented. He said, my mom has the coolest car here. I bet she's the only GV60 performance owner in the chat.
Well, she's a real performance monster.
She's got a drift mode.
Yep. I don't have that.
No. Yep. Yeah, thank you guys for the 100K subs. Really appreciate it. It's a big milestone for us. Next stop, 1 million.
Yep.
Maybe 200,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's 1 million people interested in electric cars.
Next stop, more subscribers than miles on the Model 3.
Well, we're not. That'll take like a couple of days. At this rate. You see this thing is going up.
We got to keep putting miles on that thing.
Any word on 2021 ID4 software update for USA? We have 3.1 on a car we're testing this week. We've been grilling Volkswagen all the questions on update strategy, what's good, what's not good. I think that the real situation is that you're not missing out on anything.
I don't know.
Like kilowatt charging rate, great.
Yeah.
And like some driver assistance stuff, it has auto lane change, but it works like 50% of the time.
Yeah,
or less.
It'll randomly not work, or it'll like start your lane change and then give up.
Right. It does though. Like I'm halfway through a lane change and give up a lot. Volkswagen has such software issues with Cariad, and their entire driver assistance situations really need some work. But it works better here in Europe than it does in the US, and I can feel the swarm data thing working, and it slows down in anticipation of speed limits. Yeah. So better here. We're not really missing anything in the US, I don't think. No one's going to do vehicle to grid.
Tesla 10 will be at check-in at Tesla Takeover, so say hi to him.
Yep. So bring a hoodie for a loyal fan. XXL. Okay, that brings up the merch topic.
Yep.
We don't have merch.
I have a meeting on Wednesday with someone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
The music's so loud, you're going to have to scream.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a meeting about merch on Wednesday that I'm hoping is someone that will help with this.
Okay. So we'll see.
We have thoughts and plans. And
yeah, we want to do merch. We want it to be the right merch. I'm just so particular. I don't want to just sell you garbage t-shirts with our logo on them. We tried that. I hated it.
Yeah.
So I want to make stuff that's actually useful if we're going to do that and go down that path. I don't know. So how about importing cars not sold in the US from Europe?
Gray import. So I went hours down the import thing.
But he's talking reverse importing.
Oh.
Bringing US cars here.
Nope. He said importing cars not sold in the US from Europe.
Oh.
It's
not possible.
Yeah.
The car needs to be 25 years old, or it needs to be super special and get a show and display, but then it can't be driven more than a certain mileage.
And it has to be like 1 of 500 at the most,
right?
Or something.
Or you can bring a vehicle over for tourist purposes. It just has to come back.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I could get a flat in Canada, import a car from Canada, and then import it, and then drive it to the U.S. on Canadian plates, and then drive it back to Canada and back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what my plan is when we get our office here. I mean, I hope it all works, but I really want to get a Twizy and bring it to the U.S.
Yeah.
It's really cheap to ship cars.
Yeah.
Not fly them. Like when we booked the Rivian flight, that was crazy. But to just put it on a boat and wait a month, that's no problem.
Another request for the allegedly shirt. That is like top of the list.
The allegedly shirt? Yeah. I feel like we didn't actually start that trend, though.
What do you mean?
I don't know if that was like, I say it a lot, but I don't know if that's us.
Well, you didn't invent the word, but I've never heard someone else just say allegedly in the same way. Sure, people use it in layman's terms, but like...
Okay. Have you tried a Fiat 500 Abarth? Yeah, I've driven them. Have you ever driven one?
Yep.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
spicy.
Love it.
They do endos if you get one with sticky enough tires. You slam on the brakes and the rear wheels come up.
Did not try that.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. There's videos if you look up Fiat 500 endo of just them with the wheels in the air in the back.
Someone asked if we're in Munich. I look out at any Link & Co.
Well, we have our Link & Co here in Stuttgart at the moment.
Yeah.
But we're going to Munich tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, gosh, I don't actually know. I may have to go to Zurich. You might be going to Munich. I might be going to Switzerland, and then we'll meet up here to pick up the Taycan.
Something like that.
We have we don't actually know what version Taycan Porsche is getting us, but we have one next week, and excited for some top speed runs.
I am super excited for that.
Yes. Any thoughts on Tesla Vision? Yeah, got a lot of thoughts. We'll make a video about it. We've run Tesla Vision in the hogback, and the radar car outperformed it. Not by much, but definitely didn't feel as good as the radar car. What's the most necessary aspect that an off-road EV should have? Air suspension. Do you think that would be the trend of an off-road capable vehicle? Locking diffs.
Yeah.
Or just really good software control of powertrain. Air suspension isn't necessary, no, but it doesn't hurt.
It can fault too, though.
Yeah, I mean, like air suspension may not be aggressive enough for.
With the Rivian, you've had issues with the air compressor like overheating.
It's like there's going to be good and bad with any system.
Yeah.
And the Rivian suspension, at least in my truck, I have to be moving at about a mile an hour for it to change heights.
Yeah.
If I go too fast or I'm stopped, it won't make it into the correct height setting.
Yeah.
And it just overheats the compressor. Please test a Model S long range when you get the chance. Again, it's just hard to find Model S's in Colorado.
I would like to, because that's the car in my head that's like the really good one to get if you want a Tesla, want that nice new Model S interior.
Oh wait, what am I saying? My dad's getting them.
Dave?
Yeah. Hey, Dad,
I'm coming over.
Can I swap the Plaid for your long range?
Says no one ever.
Right, but actually, so he just got a Model S 100D.
Oh,
like an older one, 2018. Well, he's got a new one on order.
Okay, yeah.
And his Ioniq 5 left.
Yeah.
So he got a midnight silver on cream Model S 100D. I don't know why, just to hold him over, I guess. And then as soon as Tesla gives him the call that his new one's in, he's going to swap into the new one. But my dad has a new YouTube channel. It's called Out of Spec Dave. And it's just him and his car antics. And you can watch that there, of course. Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Paul has been a friend of mine for a long time, Paul Evans. Back when I had minis and was a huge mini enthusiast, still am. And yep, appreciate you following along all these years later. And we're just starting out, in my opinion.
Someone would love a cab over R1T in Norway.
A cab over R1T. How would that work?
Have you seen those cab over style pickup trucks? Be interested.
Yeah. Okay. That would look pretty cool.
Rivian is allegedly working on like a ID Buzz competitor, so we'll see.
Rivian is working on an ID Buzz competitor?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean,
They have heard that from Rivian?
Yeah, they have their Amazon van.
Wait, so is this an official Rivian told you this?
Yeah. They just said not to tell anyone, so I'm not really. I'm allegedly.
Jordan, you're breaking news here. What the heck?
That's all they said. And then they were like, okay, I'm going to stop talking now. I was like, okay.
Well, now you've just told 100,036 people. You're going to get us sued.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Basically, everyone has the plans for everything and what actually comes to fruition. I mean, that new Hyundai concept car is the most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah, but it's hydrogen, which is BS.
Yeah, it's just BEV.
Yeah.
And then the Alpine A110 electric concept convertible. I about lost my mind. Of course, the concept. So I don't know what to get hyped for anymore. Same with the Volvo or the Polestar.
Concepts don't exist in my mind.
The Polestar 02.
Yeah.
They just give me false hope.
Yeah, you just need to ignore concepts. If you'd have 5 cars, which ones would you have?
That's too many to
That's
name.
not enough.
Both
5 cars.
Both of these can be true at the same time. That's too many to name in this setting, but that's not enough cars.
Well, yeah, the 5-car solution. I'm working on like the ultimate 300 car solution.
Yeah.
One day.
I did have 5 in my head, but I forgot what they were.
I don't even know how many cars we have now, but definitely like our roundup. The one thing that's missing is like an enthusiast car.
What?
I have nothing that I like really want to get into and drive. Like we were ripping around a track in a GT4 RS yesterday,
That's an enthusiast.
and that's
car.
like, okay, let's go for a drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that induction noise of the GT4 RS with the carbon intake right next to your head
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah. He was like, "Hello, we may not be able to talk the whole time because of the intake."
He's like,
noise."
you won't be able to hear me.
I was like, "Okay, it's fine."
I think 991.2 GT3 would be the way to go.
Unless you go to the Nürburgring and you want to stand out.
Well, yeah, at the Nürburgring, everyone drives GT3s.
There's a vending machine that just spits out GT3s onto the Nürburgring.
Well, it's like there's such a hard, like you can't get allocations for 992 GT3.
Yep.
You know, they're going for 100 over at dealers. Thankfully, our Porsche dealer sells us cars at invoice.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, like all of the world's allocation went to the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
There's just every other. It's crazy how many of them. Yeah, GT3 touring is the dream. I think so too. I don't want people to know it's spicy.
Yeah.
Just want a nice green GT3.
That.
This color.
Yeah, we saw one outside here like a few days ago.
Yes, and it was doing Euro delivery.
Yeah.
It was a US spec car. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. And he pulled like an inch away from the curb.
Yep. Alyssa's in the chat defending our vehicles because Larry said the Smart is not an enthusiast car.
No, the Smart's 100% an enthusiast car. And we saw the best wheels ever. Factory wheels for a Smart car this trip. And they're like multiple wire spoke looking, not necessarily wire spoke, they're sporty and they're white.
Yep.
So I think we need to wrap the cage green.
Yep.
And get those nice wheels on the Smart.
Yep.
I haven't driven the Smart in a long time. Yeah. Our Porsche dealer is amazing. They do not sell over sticker any car to any customer. They just sell only to their best customers. And then for us, they give us invoice.
Yeah.
But that's like, if we went in there and bought a car for invoice, it's under the understanding we would never flip that car.
Yeah.
Right? So they're not going to help us make money.
Yeah.
It would be a keeper.
Will we be doing a review of the Aptera once it comes out? If it comes out, absolutely.
Yeah, if it comes out.
So intriguing. But our friend Forrest recently had it. Well, it was a pre-production, and it was horrible, but it was very pre-production-y.
Yeah.
That was the issue. So
what was horrible about it?
He just said things were falling apart. They literally showed something to him and it broke while they were showing it to him.
That's great.
He was like, guys, but he still made a video.
We've had a couple discussions with Aptera. Like I know the founders, and I mean it all seems really good to me. It seems like a great idea. But I remember early on, I spoke to them a couple years ago. We were discussing, what features need to be in the car. Does it need, liquid thermal management, or is air cooling okay? And I sort of told them what I thought about that stuff. So
yeah.
Do I want to start an electric car rental car with me in Denver? Sorry, no. I don't really like the rental car business. I'm not sold on ride sharing as a business yet. And we've spoken with some of the Car2 Now or some of these services around here. They make no money.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's just that you have to do it for research. That's how they get funded.
And they're trying to do like Link & Co. kind of markets their subscription method to car rental companies.
So the Link & Co. subscription thing works here, but I don't think the letting someone borrow your subscription works.
Yeah. That's kind of confusing.
It's wild. Oh, congratulations from the Smart Roadster driver. Nice.
Yes.
Cheers. Thank you. What do I think of Aptera's push for the Tesla connector? Ooh, I don't think much of it. What do you think of it?
I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of like an actual standard connector, but it's too far gone. Like Tesla's not going to go to CCS, and no one else is going to adopt Tesla, or Tesla wouldn't let them. So
well, Tesla might let them.
They could, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like the whole iPhone Lightning versus everything else having USB-C, which is ironic because like this iPad has USB-C now,
right?
And the Macs are USB-C, but the iPhone still isn't.
That's crazy.
It kind of drives me nuts, actually. Alyssa's, yeah, I know.
What did Alyssa say?
She said I need another beer. spelled in German.
Yes, the correct
She's
spelling.
very
of beer.
fluent.
Why don't you want to grab us 2 more beers? I'll
Sure.
answer some questions.
Sure.
My card's right over there.
All right. I'll be right back.
All right.
After these important messages.
All right, I'll just answer some questions while Jordan's gone. Congrats, love the channel. Thank you so much. How do I find Europe so far? Quite hot right now, isn't it? Yes, very hot. Hard to find air conditioning. There's the concert music. There's a concert going on in the hotel right now. It's pretty crazy. Jordan and Ahmad's EV6 video has been one of your favorite out-of-spec motoring trips of all time. That's great to hear. Awesome. Let's see. Isn't iPhone switching to USB-C this year? Let's hope so. Mods for Model S. Yes, I just put on Martian MW05 wheels, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, and spacers a little bit just to get the fitment perfect. But we're talking like 5 mil, something really small. And then big Mountain Pass brakes, front and rear. I'm not a carbon ceramic fan for what that car is going to be doing, so I went with the biggest steel setup I could. Favorite German snack? Oh, love some schnitzel. Tesla V4 supercharger seems pretty cool. I'm excited about it. More speed, baby. Want the fastest charging possible. That'll be pretty sick. Congratulations from Munich. It's a shame I didn't spot you during your stay here. Well, we'll be back in Munich. So, yeah, we're between Stuttgart and Munich. That's the new spot for us for the next little while. Who will run the out-of-spec channel /studio? Right now it's me, but maybe Jordan will take on more stuff as things get bigger. I don't know. We'll see. Are we going to visit Nokian tires is what I think you're trying to say. The answer is yes, but not this trip. I think we'll be at the Finnish test track for some winter stuff. They have a Spain track as well, but we're trying to put these trips together. Yep, always up and down the A8. And I love to drive the A8 at night because it's pretty much de-restricted all the way to past Augsburg from here. So you can go to like Friedberg, wide open from Stuttgart. It's great. Cannonball, just wink big if you can't talk about it. No cannonballing plans. I'm not sure it's the right image for us anymore. It was really cool to do cannonballing early on, but I don't think we need to have the image, especially with automakers, of like being the idiots ripping across the country at illegal speeds. Yep, been pretty fast on the Autobahn and in a pretty fast car, which that video is not posted, so I'll hold off on sharing. Any info on the Taycan GTS order? My allocation's still in there. I saw a really nice spec yesterday, and yeah, just like have to wait for allocation. The production's just slammed right now. We're pretty close, I think, to the mid-life cycle update happening within the next year. I hope. That's not a confirmed thing. I'm just hoping. And so I'm thinking, okay, I got the Plaid. As soon as the Taycan gets its life cycle update, maybe I'll go for it then. Congrats on hitting 100K, Kyle. Thank you so much. The team deserves it. They do. Yeah. Do I worry about hitting deer at night at high speeds? Yeah. That is one of the problems of high speed at night here. One side is there's less traffic. The other side is, yeah, animals, but not nearly as many animals as I see in certain parts of the U.S. so far. Have I taken any trains while in Europe or driven everywhere? You know, maybe this won't come as a shock to you, but I'm not the biggest public transport fan for myself. I find it confusing to work out. I don't want to figure out how to pay for it, and I'd rather just get in a car and be able to go exactly where I want to go and not have to worry about getting this bike or walking. So I just get in the car and go. So nope, haven't taken any trains over here. Not since I was a kid, at least. I remember like a family trip a while ago we did. Will I do a Blazer EV review? I hope so. Yeah, we got no communication from, in full transparency, no communication from Chevy about that car, about that launch. Same with Cadillac on the Lyriq. So out of spec's not really on their radar, I think, or at least they don't think it would be beneficial to have us there. So hopefully we'll be able to test one. If not, I think a viewer will be able to get one. Thanks for the second beer, Jordan.
Thank you.
Plan to review electric bikes? Yes. Out of Spec Scoots is the channel for e-mobility, micro-mobility, but the problem is finding someone to present it. We've tried a couple people, and it hasn't really gotten off the ground, and so we're trying to find like an e-bike expert in Colorado that can do these reviews. 30th of July, we'll have the largest EV event in Germany. I did not know about that, but I should go.
In Hanover.
In Hanover, a little bit north.
Mhm.
Road trip. We should take the Taycan there. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Tom is asking when the Equinox EV is coming out. I don't know.
How's level 2 AC charging infrastructure in Europe? Well, charging in general is just kind of everywhere.
Charging's everywhere in Europe. We cannot activate any of the chargers.
That is the problem. Yeah, as an American, if
Wait,
someone...
sorry to interrupt you.
Go.
Someone said, I just wanted to get this. Someone said we should hire the guy from Electric Bike Reviews channel. He is good.
Electric bike reviews.
Okay, maybe we can reach out to him.
Yeah.
But if he already has a big channel, there's no need for him to work for us.
Yeah.
So, okay, sorry. You were talking about activating chargers.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the issue, right? Because you also had this issue when you came here last fall.
Yeah, but thankfully I borrowed a friend's plug surfing card.
Yeah, but how often does someone vacation to Europe, wants to get electric cars, and then have to borrow something from a friend? It's just a problem.
Yeah, no, it's a disaster to charge over here as an American. And you know, I can't even switch my phone into a German app store. I can't log out of my account on my phone because I have active subscriptions. So I need to physically buy a different device and log in with German credentials, and then I need a German card to pay. Chase Jensen, thanks for the super chat. As you guys know, all super chats go back to the channel. We appreciate it. I ordered a Model 3 rear-wheel drive LFP.
That's a good car.
Yeah, great
car.
car. Congratulations. And thanks for the congrats on 100K. Really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, buy a Samsung S10 in Europe for like $200. Yeah, so it's a problem we can solve, and I can open up a bank account here. We're going to need one anyway. Yep, so it's like, I'm not going to complain about it too much. It's just like us getting here was a pain. Yep. Thankfully, the Ionity app works, and there's an Ionity, whatchamacallit, payment thing we can pay. It's just really expensive.
So KD says credit card readers will be mandatory for chargers in Germany soon. If that's true, that's awesome.
That's great, but it's not today.
Yeah.
We're here now. Yeah, we really need an e-bike person in Colorado because that's where all the bikes are going to be going to at the office.
Yeah.
So we need to find someone in our town who, if they don't know e-bikes, can learn them quickly. Someone said something. Alyssa said, Sprinter's doing great. They just took it camping. Nice. Have I gotten my round steering wheel for the Plaid? No, but I'm just going to get a Model 3 wheel for it. I've been meaning to do that. We've just been really busy over here.
It's a bit disappointing. But...
Are you guys moving to Europe? Not full time, but we'll be spending a lot more time than I have been over here. I think I'll have the plans to have like a little apartment or something for the out-of-spec folks to use and a little office space, nothing extra, nothing fancy. The big question is like regulations, rules. I need to look into all of this stuff. I know Germany is one of the easier countries to set up in, but I think we need to show the German government a certain amount of investment over a period of time in local work, which I think we can do in order to get everything approved. But everything with Germany is regulations, rules.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. Is that one of the new M1 Pro Max MacBooks? Yes.
The big boy.
Yeah, this is as maxed as you can get one.
The stream is happening from my M1 Pro. His is on M1 Max.
Yeah, so the comments are really coming in fast.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Alyssa answered Jesse's question. Would you sell the R1T for an R1S? And she said she would, but you wouldn't.
Yeah, I love my R1T. I love having a truck.
It's cool.
It's a little, it's not like a real work truck, but it's just nice to throw some wheels and tires in the back of it.
Yep, bit bigger than a Tacoma.
I've been towing with it a lot. I would say 30% of the miles on that truck is with a trailer on the back of it.
Yep.
So useful vehicle. You know, we said we're going to keep this thing. We're going to pile the miles on it. We loaned it out to some friends of ours, some other YouTubers while we were gone. Multiple people have been driving it. And yeah, I just put my cowboy hat on in that thing.
Yep. You still have your hat?
ENBV is the best. Totally agree. ENBV charging network here is stellar. They all have the Alpitronics fast chargers,
Yep.
and they rip. They're awesome. What's my top recommendation for EVs on the lower end of budgets? That Renault Megane E-Tech that we drove,
That was excellent.
but it's not available in the US. We don't know where you are.
Yeah, let us know where you are.
Yeah, 100,060 subscribers. How about that?
That's good.
That's crazy.
Someone
What a
asked,
day.
Someone asked what beer we're drinking. It's Schoenberg Pilsner. So,
Yeah.
cheers.
Great beer.
Germany has good beer. Someone
What
wants
a
to know
surprise.
Alyssa's favorite EV.
Yeah, Alyssa, you can comment. What's your favorite EV?
Thoughts on if Toyota will do a Tacoma EV? I think inevitably at some point. They even had that as one of their they had 20 concepts that one day, which means you ignored it.
I don't pay attention to concepts. Yeah. Someone said on TikTok, "Hey, I love EV and I own one. Appreciate it.
That's good.
That's great. Thanks for commenting."
Alyssa's in love with her e-tron.
Oh, have you been driving the e-tron, Alyssa?
Is it cleaned?
Yeah. Alyssa spilled actually, we're not going to blame Alyssa. It's not her fault. Someone,
We'll blame Timon. I don't know.
yeah, it's really Timon put a whole bottle of whiskey in the passenger seat, and then I guess it exploded.
So a bottle of whiskey exploded.
I think they got so hot it cracked the glass.
in a passenger seat of a heated, ventilated, massaging seat in an Audi e-tron.
Got soaked full of whiskey.
Alyssa, in all caps, did not.
Yeah, Alyssa did not.
But
no.
she ozomed it, and I think it's
Okay.
better.
Congrats, Kyle, and the Out of Spec team. Thank you.
Pierre, German beer is better than American beer? Depends. If you want IPAs, good luck here. I found IPAs at one restaurant.
And it was an American-themed restaurant.
Yeah.
But the chef was from where?
So he was a Kiwi chef who formulated his craft in Spain, and now he's here in Germany.
Making an American food, and he's an American football fan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Great accent, though.
Yes. Yeah. What kind of whiskey was it? I think it was Angel's Envy. So it smells amazing in there. But the problem is when you put the cooled seat on, it blows the fan, and it is so strong you can't even breathe. It's pretty crazy.
Before you told me that, I got on the e-tron. I was like, oh, I'll get the scent out of there, turn on the cooled seat. No, bad idea.
Yeah, don't get pulled over with that cooled seat on. Yeah, Angel's Envy is my favorite whiskey, actually.
It's good.
I could drink
Good
it like
bourbon,
water.
yep.
It's great. Yep, good bourbon. Learned so much about EVs from y'all. Appreciate it. Your XLT Lightning should be here next month. No way.
That's a good option.
That's the way to go.
Yep.
XLT, really good. I'm a fan of the lower trim Lightnings.
Yeah. XLT and Lightning and Maverick. I think that's the trim to get.
Imagine being pulled over by the police and they smell that. They would freak out. If you just look at them wrong, they'll come right out. Thankfully, there's not many of them patrolling.
I never see them, but when I do, I'm like, ooh, nice BMW.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice
It's like
Mercedes.
nice E-Wagon.
When you can car spot the police cars, you know you're in the right country.
Right. But they all have like little 2-liter diesel engines. They can't go anywhere. Yep. But yep. Have we tried Old Elk whiskey? Yes, I have. There's a great restaurant in Fort Collins that has it, and I do enjoy it. I can't remember which one I had of the Old Elk, if it was just a single barrel or a mix, but
Well,
it's
that
pretty
place
good.
called Whiskey probably has it because they have 2,500 different whiskeys.
So like walking distance from our office is like the whiskey capital of Colorado. They have everything. They're great. Are we planning on lifting the Model 3? Yes, all of the stuff's in the garage, ordered, delivered.
What's
Wait,
Timon been doing?
I think he's moving.
That's valid.
Yeah. What would someone have to know about before getting a Lucid vehicle? We've never really tested one in depth, so we're not sure. We'd like to.
A and BBK, they want to know if we could have one choice for one car to take around the ring. After the other night, it'd be the Smart Roadster Coupe Bravix exclusive.
That would be pretty funny.
Mid-engine turbo rear-wheel drive, 800cc.
If we could bring one car around the ring, what would it be? I don't know. It's a tough one.
Renault Traffic.
Well, those are really fast. So the Renault Traffic is like this little van. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a tiny transit van, a Renault version.
But if you're getting passed on the Autobahn, it's probably a Renault Traffic.
They're
like the Nissan Altima over here.
So like, yeah, exactly. It's the Nissan Altima of Europe, but they're called Traffic. I'd probably take I don't know what I would take around the ring.
Well, someone said the Twizy and someone else said a Navara. Those are the ends of the spectrum.
That's the ends of the electric spectrum. No, it wouldn't be electric what I would take around, that's for sure.
A Morgan would be scary.
Morgan would be hilarious. I would be Morgan three-wheeler would be my jam.
Two wheels.
I kind of like to take my Range Rover around. Take Judy for a lap.
I would do it at 60 kph.
Yeah,
just a nice stroll around in North
just cruising. Yeah. Variety Entertainment. Thanks for all the in-depth reviews. Never seen anyone else with you all's depth in so many different consumer use cases. Thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat, and thank you for watching. How is Judy? Oh,
people want a Judy update.
Oh, a Judy update? I have a whole video because the numbers are huge. I dropped it off at the Land Rover Specialty Service Center. I'm like, what would it take to bring this back to perfection? Do you even want to know the number? I know you know the number.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and we're doing it.
More than you spent?
Basically, Judy's going to be perfect, and it's going to take some time.
Jeff Jallops has joined the chat. Hey, Jeff.
Jeff, what's up, sir?
How's Texas? I bet it's hot. That's all I hear.
He's in Texas?
Yeah.
Did he move there?
Yeah, he moved there.
What?
Yep.
He didn't tell me that.
Houston.
So he's not in Denver anymore?
Nope.
Oh, what the heck?
Jeff, how hot is it?
Whoa, hold on. Ed Star in almost, $100. Thank you, sir. That will go right into the channel. We appreciate it. Your real-time driving dynamics commentary is some of the best online. Thank you, OSR, for all of your excellent work. I had to think about what OSR was. I think it's out of spec reviews.
Yep.
Thank you, Ed. Really appreciate it. Driving is my passion. I don't think that's a secret for anyone. But I don't think there's many people that merge driving passion with electric vehicles yet.
The dynamics is the important thing. I mean, I learned more from my first trip to the California, what's that famous road that you Angeles Crest.
Okay.
My first drive up Angeles Crest was with you in the Miata, and I learned more from you in that than I did in my 4 years of college. So
right. Well, I'm not the best driver in the world, but I certainly have this unique ability to be able to talk while driving.
Yeah,
a lot of people can't do that. I'm just lucky. Again, it's not something you can really train for. Doug DeMuro on the podcast. Have had the pleasure of being in the same room as Doug DeMuro. Nice guy.
He showed up to Porsche. Everyone's wearing suits. Doug shows up with cargo shorts and his long sleeve shirt under his short sleeve shirt.
I love it.
Classic.
That's like us, though. We never get dressed up.
You got to wear the hoodie.
I wear a hoodie everywhere. It's been 100 million degrees out here. So, love the road trip videos and greetings from Leipzig. We were just there yesterday.
Great place.
We love Leipzig. It's
we only went to Porsche, but great town.
You drive past the DHL airport and then Porsche, and then we left. We were like, oh, let's go see the BMW factory, but they stopped i3 production. So we were like, oh, okay.
Quadrille TT, you got it. This is the Schönbrock Brau beer. I think that, yeah.
That guy is legit. If we had known, it'd be so great if you guys reach out to us and tell us where you are. Maybe we should create like an out-of-spec map. Yep. Maybe we should do like a Google form and say like, if you want to meet us, because we always show up somewhere and then we know we've spoken to someone about, hey, we live in this town, but we never remember who. Yeah. Have we read the comments on our Buzz video? Lots of hate. I kind of put that in there on purpose to make it expensive. Yeah. But I do believe that. I think that should be a Halo product. I didn't explain my reasoning as much as I should have, but I think ID Buzz should be a Halo expensive aspirational product for Volkswagen of America.
Yeah, they're in a pivotal moment and they need to
they need something that people aspire to.
Yeah. And the Buzz could be so good. I hope it is. We haven't driven it yet.
Yeah, but I don't really typically read comments on YouTube very often. If it's hate, great. Bring it. That'll help the YouTube algorithms.
Yeah. We have a good viewpoint on it. Yeah.
I mean, look, we can't please everyone all the time, right? So is what it is. 100,069.
Nice.
Should I wait to get a Rivian R1T or a Tesla Model 3/Y? Why don't you buy a Tesla Model 3 or Y and then sell it when your Rivian comes in? Yep. Let's see. Alyssa's talking about the dogs. Why not celebrate a trip to Norway and a Bjorn Nyland collab? Bjorn and I have spoken before about potentially doing a collaboration. Just hasn't happened yet. Would love to. Not sure if Bjorn's into collabs. We don't typically do many collabs, but we've been discussing maybe doing some more into the future. I'm not against it. We just have always kind of done our own thing, lived in our bubble.
Yeah.
Is Model 3 Performance the best handling EV right now? If you set it up properly, yes.
It can be. Go look up Drew from Martian Wheels.
yeah. Just go to martianwheels.com, buy one of everything. Go to Mountain Pass Performance, buy one of everything, and then yes. Soul Food Cooking, a huge congrats. I look forward to seeing the play button on the wall. That's right, Jordan.
Oh, we get a button.
We get a freaking thing. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Soul Food Cooking.
I'm going to look you up because Soul Food Cooking sounds like a good channel. I trust everything you post.
Ellie is going to the vet next week to see if she is having issues.
She's showing signs of instability while walking on our floors. I mean, that's sometimes Kyle.
She's just like me. Do I use Scan My Tesla? Yes. Is that something new? I've always kind of just used the scanning stuff. When will the Rivian R1T be available in Europe? Not for a long time. We'll have our Rivian in Europe before Rivian has it available in Europe. We were supposed to have it here with us, but just paperwork got held up. Appreciate you watching. Rob Adder 1. Good username.
Yep.
We need to order the play button?
What?
They don't
I
just
guess they
send
may
it?
not know your address, or I guess people probably struggle with updating their address.
We should drive some diesel cars while in Europe. Well, we were just driving some
We
diesel.
just drove the best diesel car.
We'll save it. Wait for the video on this one. But this is really maybe leaning more towards an electric channel. All electric family, the charged EV plus RV rally sounds like a good collab. I think I saw that pop up somewhere. They're hosting a rally for EVs that tow.
Yep.
With campers.
In October.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Great. Count us in. Reserve us a spot, or we'll reserve. Just let Jordan know what to do.
I have the info on that.
Okay, good. With Volkswagen CEO leaving, how will VW's push for EVs be affected? Hard to say. Yeah. So it's been the hot topic in Germany. We spoke about it a bit earlier in the podcast. I think Oliver Bloom has a good idea with electric. He's a big EV guy, so I don't think it'll be affected at all. And so we'll see how it goes. But good luck to Volkswagen Group. And I think it might not be as big of a push as we've seen in the past, but they'll get there.
They're doing okay. It's just they're fine.
But if you're going to have the CEO of any company go, Porsche's the one to choose.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat. Super cool of you. Do we have some sort of super memory? Oh, someone says I'm able to access all the tech specs of the cars I review so effortlessly. What is he asking? Is he asking, how do we find specs on cars?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. It's been awesome watching you grow the channels through the years. Thanks, Chris. Chris has made some videos for us and should continue making videos for us. Why'd you stop?
And Chris said Prost, which is cheers in German. Prost.
I don't have a reservation for the Cybertruck. Okay. Still waiting for Kyle to drive a rocket ship to Mars. I would. That'd be freaking awesome.
He would test the handling dynamics for sure.
Yeah. Okay. How many G can we pull? Let's see. Hey, guys, I pre-ordered my R1T and told the guys at work, and they're giving him a hard time saying ice trucks are better. Well, for many things, ice trucks are better. Why is that the problem to realize?
But who's saying Rivian is smaller than Tacoma?
Rivian's bigger than Tacoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's incorrect.
Well, that's just like you can objectively prove that one.
Yeah. Hey, Gary likes my road trip videos on Ghost. Thanks, Gary.
I think my understanding is Deese didn't resign, or at least there's he was kind of forced, is what it sounds like.
We just stay out of business. We don't like business.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's not go into it. We should drive an Opel Corsa from 1999. Yes, we should. That'd be cool.
I'll drive everything. I want to drive literally everything. Oh, someone earlier asked if the Phaeton should, or Volkswagen's asking people if the Phaeton should come back as an EV would make the most sense.
No one would buy it. Sedans are done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so we just had the Arteon.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, they've sold 175 or so in the U.S. this entire year.
The Volkswagen Arteon.
Because
people don't even know what that car is, Jordan.
Like, Volkswagen doesn't know they're selling it.
Right. Why are we even talking about it? Would you pick a Tesla Model X or S Plaid and why? Well, I did. Didn't I just buy one like a month ago?
Yep. S Plaid.
S Plaid.
So why'd you go S Plaid over X?
I didn't really think much about it. What happened was I had a little bit too many of these and said, "Oh, a blacked out Model S would be cool," and then it ended up in a driveway. My grandma has a Chevy Volt in Eastern North Carolina. You should come review it when you're in the area. That would be neat, but we could get a Volt. We have some local viewers. Just not a relevant car anymore, I think, to make content with.
Yeah.
3 of the 174 Arteons in Houston. Nice.
Rare spots, that guy.
Yep. The doors are obnoxious on the X. Well, plus we already have the e-tron. We didn't need another SUV.
Yeah. I love the doors, but I know they're a nightmare.
Alyssa wants to know if we will trade the e-tron for an EV Macan.
We did see some EV Macans.
We just got to see some electric Macans.
Yep.
I don't like the sloping back.
That's it's a huge trend right now. Is every SUV coming out now has a coupe version.
I just hope they have a boxy one.
It's ironic because people went from sedans to SUVs to get more luggage space, and then now they're cutting the backs off of SUVs to bring it back to a sedan.
Thanks, Casey, for the super chat. But speaking of the Macan, should I text Adolf? Adolf's our Porsche guy at our local dealer, and
order an EV Macan. I'm
going to say, yeah, can we get on the Macan EV list as number 1, please?
See, this is what happens. Kyle drinks a beer, and then an EV is ordered somehow.
Can we get on the Macan EV list as number 1? Thank you. All right, sent the Macan EV message. Yes, his name is actually Adolf. That's not a joke.
Yep.
And he's one of the nicest people on the planet.
He's so cool.
Yep.
We actually did a rip in the M240i with him.
We went for a cruise up in the canyons. I mean, we've done a lot with him. He's great. Lars, thanks for the super chat. Are we coming to Norway? We should test the Polestar 2 performance with the upgrade. I'd love to.
Yep.
But not this trip. I think maybe in September.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like all the German Euro holiday stuff is going on. So we're kind of maxing everyone's stuff out. So I'm going to go back to the US for a bit and then come back over here. Let's see. Did we see any electric G-Wagons at Magna? We cannot talk about what we saw at Magna. Sadly.
Yeah.
They would pull their sponsorship so fast. And we would not be drinking this beer right now.
Yep.
How would we keep our Rivian in Europe with an American charge port? Just an adapter.
I should drive the Smart.
Abe in the comments, thank you as an early subscriber. Abe's a good friend, and we won't publicly oust what his job is, but he's got the coolest job in the world.
Yeah, Abe is awesome.
Abe is just great. So thanks for watching, Abe, and following along. We appreciate it. Would I ever do a deep dive on electric semi-trucks or battery electric locomotives? Yes, absolutely. Working on getting into some utility side of EV coverage. I'm not sure what the best approach is. I'm thinking a video approach with a utility-specific mindset, which isn't me, but if someone's a utility expert and wants to share their knowledge, reach out. Yeah. Oh, Alyssa said she already put us on the list for the Macan EV.
Oops.
That's funny.
Communication.
Abe is not a Porsche dealer. No. He's got a way cooler job than a dealer. Do you think there will ever be a Chattermoto CDS adapter? Probably, if there's a need for it. Yep. What's been our favorite experience in Germany? My mom asks.
Ooh,
Every day seems to get better.
there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, on Out of Spec Overlanding, we put a video of the Schockel,
Oh, that was
which
cool.
we took a G-Class and a Pinzgauer 6x6 up a mountain where they test every G-Class.
Yeah, so it's basically the durability test hill for G-Wagons.
Because all G-Wagons have that badge that says
Every
Schockel
G-Wagon,
approved.
it's like trail rated for a Jeep, except it's Shuckle proof.
So we drove the Schockel, and that video pales in comparison to what it actually felt like, but we tried to capture it. But
It was insane.
That was cool.
One of the craziest automotive experiences was ripping at like 70 miles an hour down jumps on a mountain in a G-Class.
Yeah,
for
with a massaging
durability test.
seat.
Yeah, well, I was in the back. I didn't have it.
Okay.
Mike was sitting up front, but yeah. Oh, our tonneau cover is breaking on the Rivian, Alyssa said. Warranty, not
Warranty.
our problem. Yep. Let's see. We started someone's EV life. Oh, glad we were able to do that for you. When will we lift the Model 3 performance? As soon as we're back. We have a lot of things that we have to do as soon as we're back. Are you a vegetarian since you got a plant-based burger at McDonald's? What is he even talking about?
So we went to McDonald's with the road trip with the highways and all that.
Oh, the one posted today?
Yep.
I didn't actually watch it.
So we went to McDonald's, and yeah, we were with Jonas and his wife, fiance,
Sarah.
and they got the plant-based, and I was like, oh, I'll try
Because
it.
they're vegetarian.
Yeah. So I tried it. It was great. It actually tasted just like McDonald's meat, which who knows if that's real anyway. So
Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's see. How is Volkswagen Software 3.1? Should I keep my ID4 order? Is not that big of a step forwards. It's nice little improvements.
it's fine.
Like you can have your data up on the home screen now.
Have you driven a 94? If you like it, just keep your order because
Yeah.
it's not going to change.
It doesn't make it worse.
No.
I heard Rivian's going to make a third revision of the tonneau cover. True Rex says, congrats on 100K. Thank you. Any plans to test the Sonos Sion? I already have. But I think we're going to go over and drive an updated version because the one I originally drove was really bad. How can I get amber turn signals on my US spec Model 3? It shouldn't be hard to swap in and code it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, never looked into it. Someone wants to convert a World War II Jeep to electric. Good luck. It's a very complicated process.
That'd be super cool. But yeah. Good luck.
It's expensive. They're heavy. You have to hold any weight you add. You have to make chassis changes too if you want it to drive properly. It just gets really, it's a massive project. How is Giga Berlin compared to Austin?
Austin's much bigger, but Berlin was more interesting to look at because they have all this graffiti. So Berlin is very like artsy.
Not my kind of place.
They have like graffiti everywhere, which is kind of cool.
I actually hated Northern Germany.
You did, yeah.
I was like, I need to get out of here.
But it was so cool. Like they leaned into it with Giga Factory Berlin. So there's actual cool graffiti art on the actual building, sanctioned by Tesla in I guess Germany. Versus Austin Giga is just big concrete slab thrown onto the earth. It literally is so big that it like has some curvature because of the curvature of the earth. Basically,
Well, technically everything does.
yeah,
doesn't it?
it's insane.
That's cool.
But yeah, both the same type of concrete though, same exact shade and look of the concrete. It must be a Tesla thing.
Thoughts on EV van life? Hell yeah! Every charger is just your house now.
Yeah, so I can't wait to try a Rivian van that the Amazon's getting because that would be a fun van conversion. And a video is coming soon on the Ford E-Transit. Which
Oh yeah, we just drove
you
the Ford
also mentioned
E-Transit.
in that video that it would be such a good van life vehicle.
Yeah. What are my top 3 favorite electric cars under 50K? ID4. Well, really ID3, but if you live in the US, ID4. Polestar 2, is that under 50 grand?
Yeah, I think it starts at 45.
All-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
not the front wheel drive.
Yeah.
Polestar 2, and
Any of the EGMP stuff is okay.
yeah, any of the EGMP EV6 Ioniq 5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We should do a show with Engineering Explained. Yep, Jason's
I love
cool.
Jason.
Yep. Do I prefer United or Lufthansa back and forth to Germany? Yeah, I'm a Luft guy, but thankfully they share their points, so it doesn't actually matter. I've got, yeah.
I came over on Iceland Air.
Yeah, you have to.
I had to stop in Reykjavik, which was super cool.
That's the coolest airport, though,
It
isn't
was
it?
awesome.
Super glassy.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
That was
just
cool.
from the aesthetic of it.
Yep, I loved it.
Yeah. Let's see. My dad is heading to see my grandfather. Let's wish him well. I know he's not been feeling great. Congrats again, and congrats to my dad this is my dad. Subscribe to Out of Spec Dave. Yep.
Congrats.
You'll never see us asking for people to subscribe, but my dad will. So subscribe to Out of Spec Dave. He's making some great videos actually, and huge views.
People love him.
People love my dad. Yeah. More than me. Everyone said he's better, so I would watch his channel, not mine.
Well, he gets recognized at charging stations.
I got recognized as, wait, you're that guy's son? No way. I watch your dad on YouTube.
Yeah, they didn't know Kyle, but they knew Dave.
Yeah, it was
That was funny.
Yeah, it was great. Let's see.
Oh, someone lives in Wellington, and their Model Y Performance will be here in just a few months. Nice. Love to see it.
Great. Let's take it out on the drag strip and rip it.
Yep.
Or, I mean, drive it very gently.
Yep.
Are still in Europe? Yes, we're in Böblingen, which is next to Sindelfing, and we're looking at the Mercedes factory where they build EQS.
It's right there.
It's
through the
right
window.
out the window. I can see Mercedes-Benz just clear as day.
Jeff's asking if there's any cool wagons we see in Europe that we miss out on in the U.S.
Every single one.
All of them.
Everyone drives an A6 wagon, blacked out, lowered, big wheels.
Towing 20,000 pounds.
Yes, big trailers. It's the best.
It's funny. You see a hatchback towing a trailer here, where in America they'd be like, oh, we need an F-250 to tow that. Here, they don't bat an eye. There's so many good wagons. I mean, basically, my first day in Europe, I just had my head glued to the windshield looking at all the cars we don't get in the U.S. All forbidden fruit. I was ecstatic. We had a whole list of cars we were excited to see when we came here, which for me was like Smart Roadster, Dacia Sandero, and everything else. And yeah, we've seen it all. I saw a bunch of Smart Roadsters, lots of Dacia Sanderos. It's been a good trip.
Yeah, pretty amazing trip, that's for sure.
Dacia EV. There we go.
Just subscribe to Out of Spec Dave. Hell yeah. Subscribe to my dad.
Nice.
Out of Spec Dave. Don't watch us.
Yeah, your mom says she loves your dad too.
Oh,
good.
That's good. That's nice. Let's see. 13 more to go. Till what? No, I think you missed the point. We already got the 100.
No, he's going for 100,000 to 100. Big goals.
When is the Out of Spec Europe? So we will be officially launching Out of Spec Europe. Right now, target is New Year's Day next year because there's a lot of regulation paperwork we have to do.
We're hoping it's a more accurate target than Elon's targets. But
Yeah,
who knows?
we're planning to pre-film. We're in negotiations with the presenters, with the channels, and so we're here getting this all set up. And then I'll probably spend most of the beginning of next year here in Europe.
Berlin Istanbul Express wants us to test the electric Dacia Spring. We'd like to as well.
Yeah, we almost got a chance to drive the Spring.
Yep.
But then someone took it from us. Have I ever been a professional race driver? No, but I have been a driving instructor and spent a lot of time on track and yeah, a lot of driving stuff. Driving is I would say, more of my background than any other skill set in terms of what I've spent most of my time trying to get better at. Any news on battery tech in the next 3 to 5 years? We're going to see smaller batteries, less range, more infrastructure is my guess.
Have we seen an M3 wagon in person?
Yes. Multiple.
So hot.
So good looking. I'll give up the grill and drive an M3 wagon. So that brings up the question, like when I'm here, right, I got to have a car here.
Yeah.
What's going to be
Throw in the comments what Kyle should have is this German car.
What-
Everyone's going to say Twizy, but
No.
okay, that's a given. What
Yeah.
else?
Well, the thing is, I don't think it can be electric.
Really?
You go, I want to go fast.
No, but you have to have the Twizy at the office and then something else as well.
Jeff's Jallops, thanks for the $9.99. Appreciate it.
Nice.
A Trabant would be cool. No, I'm thinking RS6.
That's a good car.
Need something I can put the dogs in if we end up bringing them over here.
Jeff would say V90, but that's
No,
his.
it's limited to 180 kilometers an hour. It needs. Here's my thing. It needs to do 300 kilometers. Okay, so it needs to do 186 miles an hour.
Yeah.
If it's not hitting 300, it's not a contender. So that means every EV's out.
Yikes. We need faster EVs.
Yeah. And we've been driving the ID5, which only does 185 kilometers an hour, and we get less than 100 miles of range on a full charge. It's crazy. So we need something real spicy. And plug-in hybrids suck because when the battery's out, you can't hold top speed. And the whole point of where we're planning to put the office is so I can blast to Munich or Stuttgart in like no time through the middle of the night.
Yep. Kieran Brown, I did drive the BZ4X front-wheel drive. That is on our channel, I don't know, a month or so ago.
Yeah, you made a video of that.
Yeah. Kyle needs to make a full video with more like, I was limited to like city streets, so you can only get so much. Hopefully we can get one and actually test it on canyon roads, because that would be interesting.
Someone said AMG C63 wagon. That would be cool.
So Jeff's not recommending Volvo. He's recommending AMG.
Yeah, AMG C63 wagon should be on the list.
A few people have asked for more Rivian road trips. Yep, that's going to happen. I got to take it on one.
Yep.
I need to.
Good luck.
Yeah.
RT on R-Line wagon. Well, we just had that and not fast enough.
I think Ford will expand EV to other vehicles soon. Well, Lightning Ranger and Lightning Maverick are coming. Who knows when?
Ford's going to kill it with EVs. They already are.
Maverick's so good as a hybrid, and it's only front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive hybrid Maverick, amazing. PHEV one would be great. Full battery electric would be great. Has Mercedes fixed their braking system calibration?
I haven't driven the new Mercedes EQE, so I don't know yet, but I don't think so. Panamera Turbo SE plug-in might be a car.
I loved that car.
Yeah, I just drove
it in California. That was such a good car. V8 noises.
Okay, that's an option.
Yep, throw it on the list.
That's a plug-in that can go fast.
Yep. And you get the electric miles if you need it.
Collab with AutoGiftful. That'd be cool. I know Thomas. And yep, that'd be awesome. Big fan. Deese needs to go to GM as CEO. Yeah, but I don't think that'll happen. I think Deese will end up at Tesla one day.
Will you be driving the Fisker Ocean eventually?
Yes. When the Fisker Ocean becomes the thing, we will drive it.
Yep.
Is Alyssa excited about a German office, or is she happy holding down the dogs at the Colorado spot? I don't know. We don't really know all the regulations about how much time we can legally spend here, how all the there's so many weird regulations of multi-country things. I remember when I lived in Canada for a year, this was already a pain, and there's US and Canada stuff. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Jaguar XF Sport Brake.
Nope, not fast enough. We're talking twin turbo V8 minimum. Seriously though, I don't want to. I'm here
not playing
for
around.
red.
Yep.
Yeah, but I need space.
Yep.
So
wagon.
Fast wagon. I would say M5 because that's been my dream, is to own an M5 in Germany and rip autobahns. Just don't like that you can't get an M5 wagon.
If you could, that would.
Yeah, if I could, that would just get one.
Yep.
But I also hate the new gauge clusters in BMWs that you can't do round dials. I know it's a weird thing, but it drives me annoying enough that they go up the outside.
Is anyone doing an aftermarket thing?
Yeah, some of the Chinese folks have done aftermarket stuff, but I don't know.
Are you a fan of car history? I am.
No.
But I just haven't spent much time on it. We were at a museum yesterday in Autostadt in Wolfsburg, and we were like, these are so cool, we don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, like anything before 1990 is just.
Yep.
Like we know the big stuff, but not the obscure stuff.
Like the first hybrid was 1899.
Yep.
That was built by Porsche, but not actually a Porsche. I know that thing, but like nothing in between that and now.
Alpina B5 bi-turbo. Okay, might be an option.
I like these suggestions.
Yeah. Okay.
Will Cybertruck outsell Rivian? Who knows? They have more reservations, but I don't know. It's still not here yet.
More Alaska road trip videos to come. Huge congratulations to TFL for getting their truck up there, by the way.
Yeah.
They took the Lightning all the way up. I don't know if they've released all their videos yet, but it seemed like an awesome adventure.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
Yep. Yes, I know The German government is discussing introducing speed limits on the Autobahn. Would that be a deal breaker? Almost.
It's out of spec withdrawals from Germany.
Yeah, we'll pull out if you put speed limits in. That'll really convince them.
Yeah.
Can you believe this guy? He hasn't even liked our own live stream.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Half fan.
GTC4 Lusso only if it's the V12 one.
Oh, I love that car.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
so much.
see. I know I said it needs to be V8, but then since there's a V12 available, it would have to be the V12.
Actually, that would be a fun car. It's just a bit expensive.
So I looked into an FF not too long ago. Before I decided to go, I'm talking 3 or 4 years ago.
What have you not looked into?
Yeah, but I kind of thought it would be a little bit of a, I don't know. I liked it because it was the weird Ferrari wagon, and I already had the license plate picked out, which would be Dog Hauler, which I'm going to use for the Taycan.
Yep.
But yeah, just wasn't the right image. There are speed limits on Autobahn. Yes, and more than half of it is speed restricted. There are certain sections that are de-restricted with a recommended limit of 130. And yeah. Yes, we will import a Twizy to the U.S., but it will have to come back here before 1 year. Urus, not into it. I'm not a Lamborghini guy, personally, for my personal car.
Yeah, Quadrille TT says Macan EV next year. Visit Porsche plant Leipzig, which is where they'll make the Macan EV.
Yep.
We'd love to see you there and get on the track. That
Yep.
track was awesome.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It looked awesome.
Awesome from on the track. Track's cool because it's a collection of famous corners from different
that's
tracks.
such a cool idea.
Yeah, and the GT4 RS just sounded.
Mm-hmm.
I love that car. I just wish you could get a manual in the RS with the carbon air intake.
Yeah.
Because that induction noise, just
PDK rips, though.
PDK is so impressive in that car. Yes.
Deb says you should just get an Urus.
I don't like the Urus. Yeah. Yeah. Macan, yeah. 3-year wait for Ioniq 5. Worth the wait. We'll just get something else to hold you over. Yeah, why not? Buy a Tesla.
Yeah, go subscribe to Out of Spec Dave if you're curious about buying cars just to hold you over.
Possible solutions. Thanks so much for the super chat. Says Kyle, what do you think about Bolt EUV reliability versus ID4? Good question. I think the too early to tell.
EUV is new. We don't know long-term reliability.
Yeah, but it's a Bolt running gear.
Yeah.
And those have been holding up really well.
Yeah.
ID4s have had major software bugs.
But they charge faster.
But they charge way faster.
Yeah.
I wouldn't base, me personally, reliability is like low on the list because the cars have warranty.
Yeah. I mean, the genuinely only thing you can do is drive both and decide for yourself. Because it's so.
I think there's no real way of, you could get a good one or a bad one. You could have a glitch here, glitch there. So it's just, I would say most new cars are pretty reliable.
Yep.
Someone's testing the counter. This is what YouTube gives us right here. So I'm not sure how quickly it is, but I know there is like a big lag. But we, I think, are definitely in the clear. We're above 100K.
Yep. We should be safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Battery issues with GM.
Anyone bringing up the concern related to battery issues? So basically you buy a Bolt and get a brand new freaking battery.
Sounds good.
That sounds like the opposite of a concern. It sounds awesome.
A lot of people have concerns. So I worked for Apple during Battery Gate, and then everyone, there was that whole Samsung S7 issue. Batteries are still technology we're figuring
Just
out.
expect your car will explode and then be happy when it doesn't. Why is that a hard mentality?
Set the bar. Yep.
Yeah, we got people talking about their cars, how well they're holding up, how well they're not.
Warranties. Yep.
Is Mini EV worth buying with only 110 miles distance? Do you need to drive more than 110 miles a day?
Yeah, this whole range thing is very personal, I think.
Yeah, range is a personal decision, but to me, it doesn't really matter.
In my hometown, I'd have a Fiat 500e, an old one, because I would never need more than 50 miles in a day. But right now, that's not an option for me.
I don't think plug-in hybrids are a good stepping stone to full battery electric, personally.
But that, again, can depend. If you are an enthusiast and are okay plugging your car and you have charging at home or work, depending on your commute, it can be great. But
then why are you hauling around a combustion engine?
Yeah, for the times you need it.
Yeah, so if you're going to plug it in all the time, just get an electric car.
No, there is a use case for plug-in hybrids.
I totally disagree. Those MacBook speakers are really good. So that's amazing because we're really far away from this MacBook.
That's the tri-array beamforming microphone from Apple.
Okay.
Someone asked if you had a job outside of YouTube. Have you ever worked for any auto companies?
Yes, but I probably shouldn't talk too much about it. Have I seen Honda E? I've made video reviews of Honda E right on this channel.
I've only seen like 2 over here.
They're not popular. I don't even think they sell them here anymore.
Yeah.
Hondas in general are not popular here.
Yeah.
We've seen more American import CRVs than we have Hondas that have been sold here. Congrats on 100K. Your road trip video showed me how to drive my Tesla. Great. Glad we were able to help. Thanks, Adam Green. Appreciate you watching for a long time.
Someone asked what the first video you posted on YouTube was. Do you remember? I know an early one that I discovered was you at your track in North Carolina, and you had that Ford Crown Vic.
Yeah, but I had posted like years earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's got to be 10 years ago. Just for fun. Yeah. But that's before I knew YouTube could be a business.
Yeah.
I think that's before most people realized YouTube could be a business. Have I driven the Cupra Born? No, but I'd like to. I reached out to Cupra. They said, sorry, we have no press cars available.
Which EV has the best and coolest headlights?
Ooh.
Over here, we get cool headlights.
Yeah,
actually have
Matrix
Matrix, which is so awesome.
Mercedes always does headlights better than anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't driven an EQS here with Matrix, but I bet that would be up there.
Yep.
Because EQS in the US had awesome headlights.
Yeah, they have the cool startup thing.
And Audi has awesome headlights too, where they project your directions on the road in front of you.
Yep.
Yeah, and BMW's got laser headlights.
Yeah, there's some cool marketing there too.
Yeah. Will you get a chance to review an Aptera EV when they go on sale? Yes. GMC Sierras are their favorite headlights. Interesting. Will we do a hogback challenge with a Comma AI open pilot? Bring us one. We can't just like call, like cars just don't show up in our driveway.
Yeah. And I've reached out to Comma AI, nothing.
No response. So they don't want us to review it.
I'll keep trying because I'm intrigued, but yeah, so far nothing.
When are we driving a Cadillac Lyric? Don't know. Haven't heard from Cadillac. No, you've reached out to them.
Yep.
And no response, right? No response.
Someone said they can't get used to the EQS design. We saw one yesterday in that dark blue color that finally was like, that's nice.
Well, you need big wheels, dark blue, cream interior.
Yep, that was a good spec.
But everything else, yeah, really freaking ugly.
Have you driven a car with video side mirrors?
Yes, many of them.
Yep.
I think almost every car that's available with video mirrors I've driven.
What do you think about it?
Don't like them.
Yep.
What do I think of the Slingshot? Oh.
He doesn't even like the Vanderhall.
No, I don't like the Vanderhall.
Isn't it like midnight there? Yes.
Is
just
it
about
11:43? Yeah, I mean not that late yet. Can we order Tesla Y with new battery pack? I don't know. What are gas prices over there? Really not bad. Everyone says they're expensive here. It's the same as the US.
No, it's more.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe I don't pay attention.
Yeah, you don't. It's about $8 a gallon here.
It's that much?
Yeah.
Wow. To me, it seems cheap. $1.90 a liter. Great. That's really cheap.
Yeah, it ranges from $1.90 to $2.50 a liter, just depends on where you go.
Off the highway ones are like $2.40.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
That's pretty
bad.
bad.
I'm not like going to go off the highway and find cheaper fuel.
Yeah.
So it's been, I would say, filling up the Arteon was between $70 and $100.
Yep. Which
didn't seem that crazy. Maybe it had a smaller tank than normal, but filling up my Sprinter, which is the combustion vehicle I drive the most, is like 150.
That has a bigger tank.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I brightened someone's day. Wow. He's the only one.
You have good vibes.
Never been told that before. Gas prices have gone down quite a bit in the past 2 weeks. I would agree. To me, it seems like it's getting cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah, 175 per liter in Ontario. That's what they are here. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
I thought that was very reasonable. Basically, I just drove flat out everywhere and didn't look at it, but it didn't seem expensive to me. You scared my wife about exploding EVs. Tell her our lyric is likely to not explode when we get it. I would say it is likely not going to explode.
That's valid. Most cars won't.
We're at 100, 100. Ha-ha!
Nice.
Am I always happy and smiling, Jordan?
No, but fairly often.
Often, yeah. Pretty generally pretty happy, yes.
Yeah. He's a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's because I get to have the best job in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No expectations, no disappointments.
Yes. No expectations, no disappointments.
There you
That's
go.
right. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Oh, yeah. I guess we didn't account for the conversion between Canadian dollars and Euro dollars.
Yep.
Euros. Video on the Smart Roadster. I told you should have filmed it.
After I already drove it.
No, we talked about it ahead of time. Like, you're going to make a video of this?
Nope, we didn't talk about that.
Yes, we did.
Nope.
Yep. 100%. And then we got there, and I wasn't going to say anything because this was Jordan's dream day.
I just wanted to drive it.
Yeah, he just wanted to drive
it. And it was great. Now I need to make a video on one.
Yeah. Cleveland, Ohio, gas has dropped below $4.
Wow.
Before Out of Spec, I worked for automakers. I only drove the Tesla for the last 2 months, finally taking V8s out the past week now that prices are going down. Yeah, that's good. I'm a fan of drive electric every day, burn fuel for fun on the weekends.
In Norway, it's over €3 a liter.
Wow.
Yep.
€3 per liter.
That's a lot.
Expensive. Looking to replace disabled Pacifica hybrid, looking at XC90 recharge only if it's the new extended range.
With Bowers and Wilkins.
With Bowers and Wilkins. And an inscription trim.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to get a nice one.
Yeah. Buy Volvo, Bowers and Wilkins.
Yes, the Bowers and Wilkins and the XC90 is one of the best automotive listening experiences you can get anywhere.
I like XC40 recharge, but that's a reason to not buy it because you can't get Bowers and Wilkins.
The XC40 Recharge's sound system is like a 4 out of 10. It's okay for me. I'm a pretty harsh grader, and to me, it's like okay, barely good enough to listen to enjoy, but like needs so much more.
Yep.
Are we hiring? Yes, but only if you live in the Munich, Stuttgart area or in Colorado, and you're an expert in your field.
Buddy says there's only 5 people left in Norway driving ICE. I believe you.
Yeah, that's true. Last time I was in Norway, at least in the major cities, primarily electric.
That
But
sounds
when you
crazy.
go north a bit, it's a lot of combustion still. Yeah, no one public charges. Everyone just charges at home. It's like all the DC chargers were empty, unless it's holiday season.
Wow.
Yep. Because distances are relatively short and speeds are really low.
Yeah.
In Germany, everyone's charging, and everyone's charging to 90 and 100% because they're going to go
The
rip
amount
it.
of cars we've seen at like 98% on
Yes.
my Ionity station. It's like,
Every Ionity car is like right up to the max because they're going to go shred.
yep, that's good.
Yes, we're going to run Ionic 5 with HDA2 on the Hogback. Yes, when we're back. The Hogback videos don't do that well, though.
They don't, but everyone,
We get a lot of comments.
Our core audience loves them.
Yeah, so we'll keep doing them.
Yeah.
But they don't really do so much. He's an expert in his field, doesn't have to do anything with cars or automotive journalism, though. Don't care. I don't want journalists, really. So, yeah, if you're an expert in a field that we cover, please shoot me an email. But you'd have to deal with working with me every day, which Jordan can attest is not the easiest. Yeah. It's a bit, I don't know how to describe it, convoluted.
Yep,
Yep.
that's a word.
Polestar 2 in the Hogback anytime soon?
Everyone loves hogbacks, man.
Man, no one watches them, though.
Okay, you say that, but the last hogback has views,
How many?
like 30,000.
We can't make a living off 30,000 views.
Yeah, but there's videos with less, so it's
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
it's still a video.
Yes, I was working on a video about the R1T secret menu. I've had it before everyone knew about it. And then someone broke the news, and Yeah, maybe a video. Again, super nerdy. I don't know. What do I think the base ID buzz will start at in the USA? I really don't know. Oh, Alyssa said they took it away? They took away their secret menu? What? We need, okay, Jordan, how do we accurately evaluate sound systems in vehicles?
I'm going to talk to
Savage Geese. Yeah.
Jack from Savage Geese. His dad owns a company that makes the equipment for that.
Then we're getting into a whole other world. Oh, new channel. Spec sound system. Okay. Alyssa said she tried to see battery temp and it wouldn't work. Huh. You tried 7433 on the screen? That's the code to get in. How do I apply? There's no like official application. Just send Jordan or Alyssa an email. It's Alyssa at Out of Spec Studios or Jordan at outofspecstudios.com.
Dale, I'm going to try to mention more in the audio and future videos. Not always like general reviews. They don't always do super well. Like everyone reviews cars.
Yeah.
We want to like do like the real testing. So typically on my, like if I'm doing an efficiency loop or a range test, I'll mention the audio system and I'll try to mention things about it that are important to know.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Because yeah, sound's important. We get in a car. I mean, so we drove the ID.5 today from somewhere, wherever it was, Nuremberg.
Yeah, we stayed in Nuremberg and we came here to Stuttgart.
And then I jumped from the ID.5 GTX into the
no, not the iWays,
the
Lincoln Co. 01.
And ID.5, great sound system compared to the Lincoln Co.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Because the Lincoln Co. was pretty good, I thought.
It was okay.
So the ID.5, I think, has the same system as the ID.4.
It sounds really similar.
But it sounds better.
I think it's really similar, but they give it a bit more room up top.
It gets louder.
Yeah.
Do you know when we'll get a Hyundai Ioniq 6 for review? No.
As soon as possible.
We have kind of, I don't know, yeah, hard to say. What are my thoughts on artificial EV engine sounds, Jordan?
You generally don't like them.
I don't think I've ever liked one.
The only one I've loved is the GTS variant of the Taycan.
Yep, okay. I love the videos where you see who can get to a destination the fastest. We realized a lot of people do like these.
I like them too.
Me too.
I watch them.
we'll have more races coming into the future. I think we're still gaining 101.
Yep.
Yeah, we gained 8 more.
Robert, the Taycan sound, I guess. So I only know about the GTS one, and it's I don't know.
Yes, it's artificial, but
Yeah.
it's sampled from.
Yeah, they use the actual motor in the Taycan in an echo chamber and recorded every single frequency at every revolution per minute, and then pump that into the car accurate to its actual revolution. So
Sounds like a lot of work for a bunch
it's a
of
perfect
BS.
recreation, but it is artificially pumped into the cabin.
Still stupid.
Someone likes their propulsion sound in Mach-E.
Thankfully, you can turn it off or on. EV prices are out of control. Why should you buy one now? Please don't buy one. You keep clogging up my dang charging stations. Yeah, we show up to chargers and we're like, have to wait. It's like, what the heck's going on here?
Ray asked about the third vehicle of the Hyundai video when they showcased Ioniq 6, Ioniq 5, and an interesting SUV. That's the Ioniq 7, which was a concept at the LA Auto Show. I thought it was kind of ugly. I don't know if you even remember seeing it.
No.
It was an ugly green thing.
Oh,
I was focused on the EV.
Yeah,
the Kia.
I like that one.
Really?
It looked like a big bug.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
I was focused on the Kia EV9.
That looks hot.
As soon as that comes out.
We should do EV videos in the snow. Sure.
Yep, you did a good one, the Rivian.
Okay, we'll do a thing about front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive EVs in the snow. How about that?
Yeah, everyone's asking about
We just need 3 Blazers. Did you know you can order the new Blazer?
Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive.
We need all 3. Isn't that incredible?
We'll do front-wheel drive donuts, rear-wheel drive donuts, and then all-wheel drive.
Cyclones.
Yeah.
What are my thoughts on the Lyric? I'm not excited about it at all. Why? I don't know what it does better than anything else, other than being more Cadillac-y. Thoughts on the Blazer EV? Same thing. We haven't driven them. That's the thing. If these companies would invite us to go drive them, maybe I would, spend more time with them and understand them. But I don't know. Our audience is ordering them. We'll be able to review them early on, I hope. Hopefully in the U.S., EV charging bill can help all these stations like EVgo or Electrify America. Let me tell you one thing. The last thing I want is my tax dollars going to helping building out a charging network that's going to fail. A controversial opinion. Are we considering learning German? I am considering learning. If a German talks to me about car stuff, I generally get 80% of it. But I don't think I'll ever be fluent in German. Everyone speaks English.
Yeah, I see it both ways for sure.
We should do a collab with Tesla Owners Austria. Didn't we go to their event?
Yep. Hey, Christian, how's it going?
Hey,
Good
Christian. Oh, that's Christian.
Yep.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yep.
Done. Whatever he says, we're in. Christian's the guy who had the 200,000 mile Model X.
What EV motorcycles are good? Working on that.
Nothing is great from the EV motorcycle world.
Nothing's amazing. I genuinely love them, but they're earlier in the game.
Have we seen the Fisker Ocean?
Yep.
Yes. Can we say we've seen the Fisker Ocean?
I mean, we saw it at LA Auto Show. So
That's right. Okay.
So yes,
good.
we can.
Are EVs more popular now because of gas prices? No, I don't think it. Maybe.
Technically they have seen spikes in their orders, but also they can't even fulfill.
They can't even
orders.
fulfill what happened before the gas prices. Yeah. Are the non-Tesla chargers in Europe as buggy as the ones in the U.S.? No. Generally, I'd say it's more reliable here.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have all the apps. The problem is there's a lot more charging providers here and a lot more different apps, and you need to remember my plan covers these networks, and that makes route planning for the car quite hard because it needs to know which ones you've signed up for.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Have we considered a squeegee for road trips? Tim, welcome to the world of YouTube algorithms. If you comment that our windshield, YouTube views that as a positive and shares the video to more people.
Yep.
That's not the reason we do it. It's just like you try and clean the windshield every freaking charging stop. That's not my thing. Think the small Honda E will come stateside? No, but I would love to daily drive one.
That's such a cool looking car.
See, people in the U.S. want the Honda E. People in Europe want the Rivian.
Yeah, that's just how this is happening.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
someone likes plug-in hybrids.
Yep, a lot of people do.
I'm not a plug-in hybrid hater. I've just never really driven one that's objectively better than a full combustion or a full battery electric vehicle.
But sometimes people want that variety.
We have a whole video on the best plug-in hybrid solution coming in maybe soon.
Yeah.
It's unlisted. We just have to set it live. And it was a Magna
It was like
video.
nothing you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking insane. It shreds in electric mode. Really good calibration. Nice situation. Lyric, who wants a caddy? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the plug-in X5 that we reviewed was nice.
Yep.
But again, not fast enough in electric mode. Yep, delivery vehicles should be all electric. I think so too. Would I rip my Plaid on the salt flats like I did with the Model 3 Performance? Probably.
Eventually. Right now you're in this honeymoon phase of perfect paint.
Well, it's just like
Colton
Colton just spent like a full week detailing it, and I don't want to drive it now.
Yeah.
But that'll get it. I buy cars to drive them. So if you ever see me buying a car to hold on to it because of value or treating it nice because of value, just shoot me.
Call you out. Yep.
Yeah, and that is not my thing. I will buy cars and drive them and enjoy them. That's why I bought them. Is Alyssa editing the next Alaska video? I don't know. You can ask her.
We did see a canoe at the LA Auto Show.
I've seen a canoe, multiple times. Seems cool. Cool concept. Don't know how close to production they are.
Favorite location of a charge port on a car? What is it for you?
Favorite location of charge port on a car? I like it right up front.
Yeah.
I was always against the front charge port for some reason. I think front and center. The only problem is it gets schmutz in the winter.
Yeah. I do prefer backing it.
But like the Ford E-Transit.
That's cool. We're right up front.
And we saw that Sprinter.
Oh, yeah.
Electric Sprinter, same thing, right up front.
That was cool.
Any plans to road trip the UK?
I'd love to.
Yeah, but
I want to start at Martin at the bottom and then
Yeah.
go all the way to the top.
that's a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. We do need to do that at some
And
point.
the Scottish roads, the stunning Scottish roads.
Probably next year. Let's see. What about a front end collision? Then you're screwed. Well, you're screwed
What
with a
about
front end
getting rear-ended?
collision. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can get hit on any end. Yeah. Any talks of an EV Range Rover? Yes.
That'll be great.
Can't wait. As you all know, I'm a Range Rover enthusiast. I own a classic Range Rover, Judy, and can't wait for the new. We're testing the new one very soon. Yeah, can't wait for that. But no one will watch that video. But the electric one should do well.
Yep.
Multiple charging ports. I agree with that. Actually, it's a little bit wasteful, a little bit heavy, but on a premium EV, multiple charge ports could be a differentiator. We need some Judy videos. We'll have some Judy videos.
Yep.
Some expensive Judy videos. Like crazy expensive. Because I've basically dropped it off and said full restoration.
Yeah.
Do I plan to drive Bollinger SUV? They're never going to make it to market.
Probably. Well,
Their chassis might.
Didn't they say they're not making their SUV anymore? They're only doing commercial stuff.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
So,
Okay. How's the GV60? I don't know. My
Kathy,
mom.
how's the GV60?
Yeah, she was in here earlier. I don't know if my mom's still here. I don't actually think she's seen it yet. I think she's in Florida.
That's right. Yeah, someone said, why are you in Florida in July?
Is
This is a
the
good question.
Nürburgring open at night? Usually no. I don't think it's ever been open at night. Maybe it has, but not for tourist and parking.
No. Drinking 90 shilling. Good beer by our local Odell right down
There
the
you
street from our
go.
office.
Yep, exactly.
I
Walking
gotta do
distance.
that tour. That's a good spot.
You've never done the Odell tour?
Never done.
No, I've never done it either.
We
But
live
you're, I know, but you're Mr. Beer
I
guy.
know.
Are there free charging stations in the U.S. like there are in Canada? Yep, some. What can you tell us about the Fisker Ocean? Probably stuff that would make us lose our sponsorship from Magna.
But from the LA Auto Show, we tried to ask about details. They just wouldn't. Really
Yeah,
tell
they
us.
wouldn't. They wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Yeah. How many hats does Jordan have? At this point, around 40.
Really?
Yeah, because you actually were the correct guess when I did an open poll at 38, but I've gained some hats since
I don't think you ever told me I was correct.
then. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
We get a lot of free charge point chargers in NC. Yeah, North Carolina's got a lot of them. They want to rip them out too. Did you hear about that?
No.
There's a $50,000 bill getting pushed through to rip out free chargers
Why?
in North Carolina.
Why?
Well, I'm okay with no free chargers, but I'm not okay with spending more money to rip them out after you just approved putting them in.
What's the best prank we've pulled on each other?
I don't think
Ever
we do
really
many
pranks? Mark from Savage Geese pranked me with the LC500.
That's right.
At the track, he put it in snow eco mode, and I didn't know because everyone was leaving them in Sport Plus or whatever it's called. And I just ripped it in snow eco mode, and I was like, "This sucks." And then halfway through the first lap, I was like, "Oh,
Sport Plus. You got to twist the little dial up top.
Yep, that's a yeah."
Why no Model Y track mode? I don't know. 100K, good job. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Yep, the snow mode's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever really. I'm not much of a prankster.
No, not really. You just enjoy cars.
Yeah.
Simple.
I have a video of drifting the Model Y around the track because we pulled the wheel speed sensor.
Yep.
Oh, no, actually, we put it in dyno mode back then before dyno mode was nerfed. Yeah, the party is insane. They have like a full-scale concert right over here.
Yeah, there's like literally people singing, playing electric violin. It's wild.
Pretty wild.
Someone asked me, we've been friends for a long time. No.
No.
So I found Kyle because I'm a huge fan of Marquez Brownlee. And I listen to every podcast and every video of Marquez
This
Brownlee.
is MKBHD.
MKBHD on
Yeah.
YouTube. And Kyle went on his podcast. That's how I found Kyle.
I didn't actually know that.
Yep. So my biggest dream is to meet Marquez someday. That's
Oh,
it.
well, that seems like an easy thing we can just arrange.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
What is my favorite food in Columbia, Missouri? My hometown.
Holy crap.
My hometown. Someone watched the motoring video, I think.
Yeah, someone said, what up from Denver?
Flat-
Hey, from where are we?
Stuttgart.
No.
Bowlingen.
Boblingen and Sindelfingen,
Yeah.
which is just outside. So, what were you saying?
Flat Branch in Columbia is one of the classics.
Is that where you took
That's
us?
where I took Kyle and Alyssa.
I would say it was like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Well,
but
it's a 10 out of 10 Columbia,
the
though.
best food in Columbia, no, is Flyover. That's a 10 out of 10 for Columbia.
Why did you take us there?
It was closed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have weird hours.
Okay.
So,
Flyover.
yep. Oh, Shakespeare's Pizza is fine. Actually, it's fine, and I'm saying it's fine, which means you put it at like a 3. Kyle's a big pizza guy.
Someone said MKBHD looks like me. Okay. Oh, the pretzel guy's in here. Someone said that they wanted to drive, I can't remember if it was the Plaid or the Rivian, in exchange for fresh pretzel truck coming to the office. And I said 100% in. It's this guy.
That's great.
Hey from Boston, congrats on 100. Thanks so much. When will we review a Neo car? We've reached out to Neo to drive their cars here.
Yep.
You guys are more than welcome to reach out to Neo on your behalf, asking for us to review it. They have our contact info. They just don't respond.
They asked if we watch F1.
No.
I had to explain to Kyle who Max Verstappen was. Me and Timon watch F1. Tomorrow is another big race. Hopefully catch that at some point.
Everyone I'm friends with is into F1, but I'm not into F1.
Any decent barbecue in either of our hometowns? Not mine.
And not in Fort Collins.
Not North Carolina either.
No, great barbecue in
Okay.
North Carolina.
Not Fort Collins and not Columbia, Missouri.
What kind of beer am I drinking? You want to pronounce it for me?
Schoenbook. I don't know. Where can I get those Arrow wheels that were on Jonas's Model 3? The new Arrow.
TheNewArrow.com. TNA. Contact Uli, our good friend.
Excellent.
Hi from Norway. My only regret regarding EV is that I didn't swap to it before 2019 when Audi e-tron arrived. Yep. Appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. We're right up the road from you. Trip to the grocery store up to Norway.
David, I did go to the University of Missouri. That is my alma mater.
Did you actually?
Yep.
Wow. Obviously shows you we check resumes real thoroughly.
God, wait, you went to college? What?
Now I feel worse.
What, an education?
What tarnation? How hard is it for Out of Spec to get new vehicles to review? Not hard at all. We're really lucky that we have great relationships with automakers, great relationships with the local press fleets, great relationships with our viewers to get cars to review. Typically, if there's really a car we want to drive, we find a way to drive it.
Who's your biggest influencer on YouTube?
What does that mean?
So you don't watch a ton of videos
No.
about the stuff we actually make.
No, I don't watch any of our competitors.
Yeah. You watch the barbecue guy.
Yeah, it's Giga Foods. I love Giga. Yeah.
Yeah. I watch Peter McKinnon and MKBHD.
And I watch every Steve Leto episode.
Yeah. And I hear half of them.
Yes. Steve Leto is a lawyer on YouTube, and I watch every single one of his shows.
I woke up, we were sharing a hotel room one night. I woke up at like 3 a.m. Kyle had fallen asleep. His phone kept autoplay. So it's just
Really?
more Steve Leto.
Yeah, it's just he just talks about the news and approaches it from a legal standpoint. It's really interesting. Leto's Law. Yep.
Yep.
Let's see. Can't find the NKBHD video with Kyle. What's it called? It's a podcast.
Uh,
Waveform
Yeah,
podcast.
Waveform Podcast. Go check that
It's
out.
a while ago.
And this was before he started doing videos, so you have to go to a podcast
Yeah.
platform.
Do we watch TFL? Not regularly, but we're friends with those guys.
Yeah.
Massive respect for the business that they've
Oh yeah,
built.
I watch some of their stuff.
Yep. And yeah, if it's an interesting topic, I'll certainly watch it. But yeah, keep an eye on them. That's for sure. We see what they're up to.
Benjamin asked if we worry that we'll lose access to automakers if we review something too critically.
No,
Nope.
never.
In fact, some of the people we've reviewed the harshest keep giving us cars more than some others.
Some like Nissan, we could just
That's what I'm thinking.
we just, excuse my language, shit on one of their cars, and they're like, "Hey, thanks so much for the review. Here's another one." I'm like, obviously, you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But we're, that's the thing in our job. I think we're never critical on a vehicle in an area where it doesn't deserve it, and I think
That's
you
the
know,
thing.
we're respected enough that, you know, if we're going to say something bad about a vehicle, like the automaker knows.
Yep.
And honestly, to be totally transparent, like we're friends with most of the PR people, and maybe not friends isn't the correct term, but we're on very good terms. But we'll be like, hey, like for example, Toyota. A good friend of mine just went from Audi to Toyota.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, and he's responsible for the software at BZ4X and communication. I'm like, dude, this freaking sucks. It's like really bad. And I'm like, just so you know, like that's in the video.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And so here's the thing. I'm not really worried if an automaker, and they never have, and we've given some really harsh reviews. Just watch our Mazda MX-30 review. If they ever come to us and say, hey, we're not going to give you a car because of X, first of all, I'll make a video about that in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And B, we have enough audience buying and driving every single new car that we would want to review that we can pretty much just get a car from them.
Yeah.
So it's never stopped me from saying what I feel about a car.
I mean, yeah, Tesla doesn't give cars to journalists, yet we review every Tesla because it's easy to get a car. It's not going to stop us. And manufacturers, like, we don't accept money from them because we want to be completely unbiased. So we're not just going to sugarcoat a car because they gave us the car.
Yeah, you'll never see this video is brought to you by Ford.
Yeah.
But you'll see one step down. You'll see Magna, of course. You'll see car washing supplies, but never an automaker.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that gives us the total flexibility to trash a car if it's bad.
Yep.
So I don't understand this whole like. I think in general journalists are pretty fair. I just think in general the general. I don't know if I want to trash our industry this bad, but the general competency of reviewing a car is very low.
They asked if you watch Doug DeNiro. You probably watch more Doug than I do.
Yeah, I love Doug.
Yep.
Doug, if I'm to be totally honest, and he is just the nicest person in person as well. Doug is probably the only car channel I watch pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And if I'm ever a fan of someone, which I'm not really like a fan type, but I'm a fan of Doug.
I feel like he has similar car tastes to you as well.
Very similar car tastes. And just, I think I respect the way he goes about doing business. He's honest. He's transparent. He's built a very successful company. And I think overall just approaches it from the right way.
Yep.
Does everything right. Massive respect for Doug.
Dale says he hopes the auto manufacturers watch our reviews and make the corrections we point out. Sometimes that's the case. And typically it's like the smaller, more approachable ones. Like it was cool that we had a Rivian in February. We point out some issues. They resolve some of them. They're still working things out. It's still a young brand, but that's what we hope to get out of this because we're reviewing a car. What would we like to see fixed is probably what other people like to see fixed as well. And if we can at least tell the manufacturer, it's probably true for other people.
Well, so what I find is when we go to manufacturers and like we're very lucky that they invite us to events and we get to hang out with like the experts they bring because the PR people, some of them are very knowledgeable. Like our friend Calvin, who we've done a podcast with, who's responsible for Tycon Communications, understands every inch of that car, every nook and cranny. Some other PR folks have no clue. They're just like, take the car. We don't even know what you're talking about. And what's really nice is I feel like the engineers watch our content more than the PR people.
Yeah.
Because it's really geared towards reviewing their actual work. Yeah. And so when we go to these events, I'm lucky I get to go sit down and have a beer with the people who actually worked on the stuff. And that is like when I'm having the best day at work is when I get to talk to a guy who was responsible for this part of a car.
Yeah.
And they're always like, oh, do you want to interview the CEO? I'm like, could not care less. Who did the brake pedal on this car?
Yeah.
Yep. Can't watch Doug. I think that's sad. Doug's great. I like the fluff and the corniness. I think he does a great job. You need it on YouTube.
It's a fresh approach. I mean, there's a lot of people trying to be extremely to the point, which is fine. But if you don't have something unique and quirky, I mean, I guess quirk is the whole word he uses, but I enjoy it. I don't watch many of his videos, but I like his approach.
Yep. So someone got Martian MW03s and the Nokian 1 tires. Great.
Nice.
Good combination.
I want to get some Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5s on the Miata. that would be.
We could just,
Yeah.
we got a sponsor for that.
Yeah. That's because everyone's freaked out when I drive a Miata in the winter, and I have the worst snow tires. It was still great.
I think a lot of people don't realize, but Alyssa does all of our sponsorship negotiations and all of these things. And we turn down a lot because it's companies we don't believe in.
Yeah, we're not just going to take something random.
I mean, we might do something random, like Keep's hair loss or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? I don't really care one way or another. But when it comes to like actual stuff, I'm interested in car stuff. Nokian sponsor all day long. Magna sponsor all day long. They are the best in the biz. And it helps us bring more content. So we're not just going to take a Ling Long tire sponsor. Unless they want to be like, how quickly can you destroy a Ling Long tire or something? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Drew could make 18 by 7.5 inch wheels. I think that's what I have. But I don't know if he's going to do just one set randomly. Are we going to fully charge live in San Diego? Don't know yet. I don't really know when it is. We got an email about it.
You should forward that to me.
Yeah, but it was an email fishing for sponsorship dollars.
Oh. No, I think we should just go. But
Yeah, it might just go as a general attendee. There has to be entertainment beyond straight information. Yeah, that's why we have different channels for different types of people, different interests. Ed, thanks so much on the for the super chat. Steve has a cool video on the 63 Chrysler turbine car. He has a few videos, and I believe he's written a book about the turbine car as well.
That's so cool.
Yep, exactly. And he drove Jay Leno's turbine car.
Jay Leno has everything.
Congrats on 100K and your Range Rover Classic ?
Yep, that's the famous question of the night.
I'm surprised people actually are interested in my classic Range Rover. I've been browsing cars and bids. There's a really nice R129 SL600 on there, which is just gorgeous, and the V12 hard top convertible monoblocks.
Yep.
Problem is it had nitrous added, and I don't really like that. So I'd wait for a fresh one.
Yeah.
Will there ever be a proper sub $20,000 electric car? Not with this inflation. And not with the word proper attached to it.
Yeah,
Hello from Transylvania.
Nice.
Did you manage to test drive a Dacia Spring? Not yet, but I would like to. We almost did, but someone had it out.
A lot of requests, yeah.
When we drove the Renault Megane E-Tech, it was at a dealer that had the Dacia Spring.
It was a Renault Dacia dealer, and they had the Spring, but we couldn't actually drive it.
Someone said, congrats on 110K. That would mean this one's over there, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Kyle, with RVs ever go full EV?
That's something.
It's going to be one of the last industries to switch to fully electric. Yeah, SLs are awesome. Totally agree. That R129 generation is just awesome. We got 2 super chats, Ben and Real World EV. Can't thank you enough. Appreciate it, guys. Typo, cheers, no worries. What will the new channel based in Germany look like? Couple of them.
It'll look German.
One of them will be in German. Yeah. Y'all making it to 1 million tonight. Grab some.
We'll be here a while. Guys, we're not stopping till we hit 1 million. Grab your friends, grab your family.
Someone said they love our European content. That's good.
Yeah.
Sure, thank you. It's an important market. Next up after this is China.
Yep, China. Someone earlier in the chat, I guess 2 hours ago now, said India. So,
India could be a big one.
Yeah, they said there's a lot of bespoke Indian EV manufacturers.
Not worth to start a channel yet.
Not yet,
but China for sure is like, as soon as lockdown restrictions are done, I need to get over there ASAP as possible, as they say.
E-boats?
We already have out of spec boatering reserved. Yep. Don't worry.
Thanks for supporting the CCAN.
Yeah, CCAN's awesome. Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Fund. Amazing organization. Not the smoothest name, but actually they're a big sponsor of ours, and there's a very they've sponsored a whole bunch of videos, and if you wanted to win a Rivian R1T or Tesla Model S Plaid or X Plaid, they give you $135,000 worth of Tesla credits. Your odds may never be better.
Yep. David Pretzel Guy has a great idea, an electrified food truck. Their food trucks are exploding, especially in Colorado.
You mean literally California. Exploding?
No, just the popularity is
Okay.
through the roof.
I was wondering what the safety issue this was. Okay.
I think it's a great idea. A pretzel truck, Dave. Get it set up.
Say hi to my dad. He helped you drive from Florida to South Carolina. That's awesome. I will. He was in the chat earlier, but I think he's on a road trip in the Genesis GV60 right now. Good EV, 30, 40, 50, $60,000. Don't know. It's really varying. I really think that $40,000 to $50,000 range is the sweet spot for getting a good EV right now.
Base leaf or jump up to 40 to 60.
Did I watch the Rivian R1T do a tractor pull at a county fair? Yes, there were two different ones. And this dude had a black Rivian R1T. I think maybe it was just a different angle of a dark green one. I don't know, but this thing shredded. It just pulled this tug for a while.
Jeez.
And the crowd went crazy. It was awesome.
Yo, Snow is tuning in from Adelaide, Australia. G'day, mate. I have friends from Adelaide, Australia. That's
do you really?
Awesome. Yeah, small world.
They probably know each other.
They probably do. If you know Ryan Hunt, give him a shout out.
Do I still see Tesla as the best electric car? I don't know if I've ever said Tesla is the best electric car, but at the same time, it's if someone comes to me and they say, hey, Kyle, I need to go on a trip occasionally, and I need an electric car, and I just want to not worry about it. I just get a freaking Tesla Model 3.
That's the thing. It's the best for some things and for some people, and you can't just obsess with what is the best. You have to take in some data and figure out the best for a certain scenario.
Right. Because for me, I actually really enjoy the CCS cars. Like if I just want to go across the town and run an errand, I'm hopping in the e-tron every time. Yeah. So it just depends on what you're doing.
Best first timer EV vehicle. I think for those reasons,
Tesla.
maybe a Tesla.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except you say it properly.
The Tesla.
Tesla. I say Tesla. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need a Tesla here in Europe for long trips. That's for sure. That's a very U.S. specific answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick, I don't know about Como Smokes and Fire. I left Columbia 5-6 years ago, so good to know it's still getting better.
Someone had in Norway. They have electric workboats and fish farms. Yeah, Norway's got everything cool. Love the road trip videos. I'm planning a cross-country road trip in an EV6. There's your first problem. You don't need to plan anymore. Just go.
Some people like planning.
Why? Because the station's either going to work or not. You'll find out before you get to it. Let's see. WYR road trip. What's a WYR?
Not sure.
Okay. In an Ioniq 5 or Genesis GV60. Kyle, your new Tesla is really good looking. How many miles have you put on it yet?
Okay, how many miles have you, or how many miles is Timon or everyone else?
Well, Drew just drove it the other day. I'm pulling up my Tesla app right now. Let's see. Out of spec plaid.
Any plans to raid trip a BMW iX50? I would love to road trip an iX. That would be the most comfortable place to road trip.
BMW will get us one. I think it's only got like 300 or 400 miles on it, but I've put about 20 of them on.
Yeah.
It's gone nowhere. Alyssa said it's just been sitting. Hey, Alyssa, can you just plug it in and charge it back up to 50%, please? Because I think it's at 30 or 20.
WYR is would you rather? So
would I rather
an EV6 or an Ioniq 5 or a GV60 road trip?
Probably GV60. It's nicer, but I would prefer to own the Ioniq 5. I think the GV60 is pretty ugly. Sorry, Mom.
Love Genesis.
You like the Genesis?
Yeah. Yeah. Someone asked earlier in the chat if we had seen the G80 electric. I have not. Our friend Tom saw one.
Yeah. They're doing press drives of G80 electric.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't invite us.
No. Are you doing a full review of the ID Buzz as soon as we can? The ID Cargo, ID Buzz. I'm so intrigued by this whole van thing.
We need to go to ID Buzz in Copenhagen, I think, in 2 weeks. But we need to ask Volkswagen for an invite because we're not technically a Euro outlet yet.
Yep.
Yeah. Alaska Highway is still a little rough for public charging. Not a little rough. It's just impossible at the moment. Does the Audi and Porsche charge at the same speed? No. Oh, well, the e-tron GT and the Taycan do, yes.
Yeah, both the J1 platform.
the guy who's taking over was CEO of Porsche and still is, Oliver Bloom, and he's very big into electrification. I don't know. He understands the brand massively. It's been a hot topic here in Germany of Diess leaving, and I think this guy will be okay, but some of my friends were saying maybe he wasn't the best choice out of other candidates, so we'll see. How would I manage storing the car? Just leave it at 50% plugged in if you're going to go away on a trip for a Model 3.
Will Apple develop an EV? They've had a team developing it forever, and they may never come to fruition. Kind of like the Sony car. It's just more proof of concept. I think they're going to develop technology for other cars. I mean, even the iOS 16 preview of the future of CarPlay, which will come, who knows when. I think they're just going to develop technology and sell that. I don't think they're actually going to bring their car to a market, but we'll see. But they're just watching what everyone else does, and it's obviously hard to bring a car to market.
When is the Q4 e-tron going to come to the U.S.? They just did the U.S. press launch this weekend.
Finally. We've seen so many of them over here, and they look great.
So they have a Sportback and a full-size in L.A. right now.
I think Alyssa's waiting on some footage.
Alyssa's always waiting on footage. Wow, we've really got 100 freaking thousand subscribers.
That's crazy. 6 figures, baby.
It's pretty awesome. Let's see. I don't have a wife. At the time, it feels too late for Apple. Maybe, I don't know. We had an old intro with the dogs? I don't even remember that. Money, no issue. What's my dream car?
I think about this a lot.
I don't really have a dream car.
That's because you did it would change in 2 minutes.
That's the problem. Every day I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to have this. It'd be cool to have that. Right now I'm on the GT3 Touring kick.
Yeah.
The 991.2 GT3 Touring is the car that if I just had unlimited funds, I'd just buy today.
Yep.
They're just very expensive. More than sticker.
Yep.
It's like $250. There's a silver one for sale with ceramics. It's just a bit too much, especially after buying the Plaid and the Rivian and the Range Rover and the e-tron all within like the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so got to take a break.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cars. They don't even have license plates yet.
Yeah.
I love Kyle's beard. Makes him so cuddly and nice. What? Get out of here. By the way, my number... No, I'm just joking.
When have you been clean shaven last? I've never known you or
I've
seen
never
you
been
in-
asked that before. Let's move on.
The Australian electric charging network is poor.
Yeah, makes sense. Drive the Plaid versus the McLaren. I'm not a McLaren guy.
Would you rather have ID4 Enyaq or Q4 e-tron?
Enyaq.
Enyaq is nice.
What feature do you think should be on every car? ESP off. Skids. Aptera question mark?
Yep. As soon as it's an actual thing. So far, they have no...
We've spoken to them. I know they're founders. They invited us to come drive it. We just need to get down there. Every time, actually, we've almost arranged some Aptera drives a few times, but it's always like on a Saturday when they're closed.
Let's
Let's
get back down there. Yeah. Forward me an email.
Yeah. I'll get you their info. They're really fun to talk to. They're great people.
Great. I want to see it.
Yeah. I'm not sure their whole Tesla connector thing was the best thing for them, but I don't know. Will I both shave on the stream if you get to 2 million subs tonight?
Sure.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen, so sure. Who of you two would win in a fight? Probably you, I would think. I don't know.
No idea.
Definitely not me. Not a fighter. Every EV needs battery temperature indicator. Yes. Any additional thoughts about Skoda Enyaq? I made a whole video about additional thoughts.
Yep. Go check out our channel. Recent
That was
video.
the first Europe video of this trip.
Good. Nice bright red.
Yep.
It was good.
What's your best road trip you've ever done, EV or gas car? Alyssa and I once took an E-Class Mercedes from Paris through Germany at 160 miles an hour, all the way to Austria, then Switzerland, then Italy, through the best driving roads on the planet. That was a good road trip.
Wow. I just did the Miata through 26 states, 10,000 miles around the U.S. That was a great trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Who has better quirks and features, Kyle or Doug DeMira? I think Doug probably has better quirks and features.
His content is quirks and features.
Yeah.
But Kyle does find some good ones in some cars.
Hey, my grandfather, we call him Poppy, says hello.
Hey.
Hey there. What's my experience with Porsche software in the EVs, and should Volkswagen immediately adopt it? Buggy, I think, is the first that comes to mind with Porsche software.
Yep.
It's not, every time I get in a Porsche, it seems to break.
Yep.
From a software perspective. I just like to turn that thing off and drive the car.
Favorite drink from Starbucks? For you, strawberry acai, Trenta,
Yeah, Trenta.
light ice,
No
no
water.
water, no inclusions.
Extra shaken.
Still shaken with the straw.
Yes. Steve says Ioniq 6 is way cool. When will it ship? Don't know, but thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Let's see. Someone says, is it taxing on me to jump in a car and drive coast to coast? Increasingly more so.
Really?
I think as I'm working, as out of spec grows, that's more responsibility. I mean, it's more people we have to feed. It's more like time away from the office stresses me out when I'm not getting videos out, getting working, making sure things are running. So yes, increasingly more taxing.
Matthew, thoughts on the new Lamborghini Countach? I was kind of disappointed.
There's one right beneath us.
There's one here,
Literally below us.
It is so cool in person.
I love it.
Yeah.
I say screw everyone that says it's not legit.
I was on the not legit camp. I was like, and then I saw it in person. I was like, yep.
And it's built on a chassis that's going to work, and people understand.
People wanted it to be fully bespoke, and that's just not going to happen.
And the prices will be fine. So if you buy it, that's fine. Yeah, thanks for watching, Dale. Appreciate it. This guy learned a lot about us, which is really cool. I got my EV6 yesterday, and do not worry to plan road trips in Germany. Infrastructure is increased. Europe is definitely ahead of the US right now in this area. Do I plan to release a video every day for the foreseeable future? On this channel, pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not guaranteeing it unless, so the only reason we would do a channel every day guaranteed is when we sell a sponsorship deal, which is like, hey, we got to put 30 videos in this month or something, and then we'll do that.
I like the thought of at least 5 a day. It's like every work day.
As if 5 a week.
Sorry, 5 a week. Did I say 5 a day?
Yes, well, that's what we need to do across the network.
Yeah,
that's across all the channels, 5 a day.
Coast to coast in Canada. I really want to do that.
Yeah,
Someone
me
says
too.
It'll be stressful. I don't care.
I don't think it would be.
I want to do it.
We just take the Model 3 and go.
Yep.
There's already a record.
Really?
Yep. So we got a time to chase.
Great. Let's do it.
Yeah. My friend Trev and Ian did it.
Let's beat it.
I forget what they called it, but yeah.
New Cannonball. What's the version of Cannonball? Cannonball A?
Cannonball A? Problem is, speeding in Canada is way worse than speeding in the US. I think the big reason for unreliability of the U.S. infrastructure is the heat. Are you seeing similar issues in Europe where it's super hot right now too? No. Everything's worked.
Yeah. And we've had hot days here.
And our ID5 GTX pulls 470 amps, which is pretty much maxing the chargers out.
Yep.
What do I think of blending brake function present on most EVs? I found it little predictable on curves or slippery situations. Most are terrible. Take a look at our recent video. It has an I-Pace in the cover. It's like a magical chassis control or something like that. That talks about the issues with blended brakes and how Magna's fixed it. I'm not saying this because it's sponsored. This portion's not. It's truly amazing what they're able to do in that car. It's really cool. I was just in Saskatchewan. It is flat, and there was nothing to see. It's like the Kansas of Canada. Yeah, but I was just there a few weeks ago. Let's see.
The 401 has plenty of chargers. I believe that. That's California, right?
The 401
Yeah.
is Ontario.
Ontario.
Yeah.
They say that too, just like
The
California.
401? Yeah. I used to live in Newmarket and Toronto.
Oh.
Yep. Lived in Newmarket for a couple weeks, got my apartment in downtown Toronto.
They say that because my brother went to California for like 3
The
days.
5.
And then now back in the Midwest, he's like, hop on the 70. And I was like, nope, that's not what you do. That's not what you call it.
Clear detailing. Colton's in the house. Thank you, sir. No one lives in Saskatchewan. It's okay if we piss them off. I liked it, though. It was just like a northern Kansas.
Is Tesla still 10 years ahead in software? Not 10 years, but they have pretty
Yes,
good software.
I would say based off of how slow Germans are to react, and their solution is adding more people, adding more functions.
We must
Tesla-
have 7 meetings about...
Yeah, and Tesla's a very reductive approach.
Yeah.
I would say it's infinite years ahead. Like, it's just not possible to get there, I think, at least based off what I've seen. What is my educational and professional background? So impressed with your grasp of automotive and engineering knowledge. Finally, someone appreciates me. I'm just joking. So in our job, we're really lucky. We get to meet with engineers. We know, just because of great connections that we've built over time, we know the automotive engineering community. We have great sponsors in this space. We have great personal friends in the space. And part of why we spend so much time in Germany is this is where a lot of the German automotive stuff is going on. And that's always been the leader in the space. And so I think I learn when I talk to people responsible for certain projects.
Yeah, meeting engineers, like we don't want to go to basically, some cars are unveiled to the press or the public, and all they send is PR, like marketing people, which are fine. They're good at their job, but they don't know the nitty gritty, under the detail, under the skin details that we want to learn from and talk about. So it's great to actually talk to the people who do the individual components. Like when I went to go to the F-150 Lightning before it was unveiled, talking to the person whose entire job for like a year was designing the Mega Power Frunk. And she was so
Which
obsessed.
Magna produced, by the way.
They have their hands in so many places. It's crazy.
Let's see. So yeah, basically that's why we, I think, have a little bit better background than most outlets on the nerdy stuff, is we really push to talk to the people in charge of projects.
We find the nerds.
Yeah, we find the nerds in the company. When we show up to an event, they're like, oh, Kyle, you're here. You're going to want to talk to this guy. And he's like, oh, I did all the software calibration for the Hummer EV. Great.
Like when we were at CES, going to BMW, and the guy that was there whose entire job was developing the Apple CarPlay like wireless integration.
Yes.
And no one would care or know to talk to him. And I was like, I am your biggest fan.
Because Apple CarPlay is the fastest connecting in BMWs.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, appreciate you watching, Connor. Thank you so much. Can you refurbish an EV battery? Yeah, sure, of course. There's ways to do it, depending on how bad it is or what's broken. Do I think Chrysler and Dodge will fail because they're too far behind? So it's really, I think, going to become easier to catch up in the future. We're talking about Stellantis Group.
Yeah.
All you need is a company like Magna or American Axle or someone to develop a really solid EV powertrain and chassis and a whole subsystem that someone can just buy. Well, we got some spam in the chat over here. Hey, Alyssa, are you still watching? Jordan, are you an admin on this thing? I'm not.
I don't think I...
I'm going to report them for child abuse. I don't know if that's the correct one. Yeah. I like the idea of using older Tesla batteries as power walls. Totally agree. Same here. Yeah, thanks for watching, Benny. Appreciate it. Yeah, everyone just report whoever that was going on there. New AI will find a girl for you. Man, where was that when I needed Tinder all those years ago? I didn't even meet Alyssa online. I met her at a dog park.
Old-fashioned way.
Yep. Yep, interesting. Yeah, I mean, everyone's supplying everyone in this world. It's all interconnected. Everyone's got to deal with someone. Foxconn's certainly in the game. It's just going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, to be honest. Hi, congratulations. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. It happens in like every live stream. Yeah, YouTube and bots have gotten really bad. I wonder how many of these subscribers are fake.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Let's hope not more than 144.
Yeah. How do you like ID5? I'm an ID4 owner. Very similar.
I mean, there's no difference.
Yeah.
Except one's uglier, which is the ID5.
They did the spoiler, okay. It's integrated nicely.
Yeah. Nobody can escape the bot spam. Will Cybertruck outsell Rivian? I think it's not about outselling. It's about how many can they build. Whoever has the most amount of production capacity will outsell one another.
So far, it's Rivian.
So far, it's Rivian at the moment.
Is the Model Y more comfortable in the back than the Model 3? Really, same seats, just a bit more headroom.
I thought the Model Y had worse rear seats.
Really?
Yeah, but definitely more cabin room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Will the Cybertruck actually ever come to market? Probably, yes. I think it will.
Yeah, it'll come. Just who knows when.
Have I ever had trouble when renting a home and talking them into allowing you to install a car charger? No. I've always had that as an upfront conversation when renting a house. How many miles do I have on my R1T?
3,000.
I don't know. Pull up the Rivian app. I wonder if it shows you. I don't even know if it does.
Tesla does have the best.
It's at 38% state of charge, 111 miles of
range.
Yeah, of range. Sorry.
We haven't driven it yet.
It doesn't show
no odometer.
Vehicle information. Oh, 5,927 miles. Wow, that's pretty more than I thought.
Yeah.
Who do I think has the best design in cars these days?
Hyundai and Kia are doing really good things generally.
Yeah,
some questionable bits and pieces, but I like it.
Like if I looked at a car and said, "Wow, that looked good."
Model Y is, Model
Excuse
S.
me.
We're just talking
Fire.
about No. Model S is still good, guys. That was unveiled in 2009, and it still looks.
Well,
good.
that's why I got the new one. I think it just looks awesome. Are solar panels on cars a thing of the future? Probably not. Would you guys own a Hummer EV? Probably not. Does Cybertruck seem more able to off-road than Rivian? Well, I'm sure each will have their own core competencies and different types of off-roading. You can't just label off-road as one thing.
And we would just have no idea of the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
It's completely up in the air at this point.
Oh, someone's picking up their e-Transit for business next week. That's awesome.
Wow.
Someone also said the Porsche Taycan is the best looking EV out there. As much as I love the car, I just disagree.
I think it's amazing, though.
Jordan #blocked. Yep. I've always believed the Model Y is ugly AF. Totally agree, but I recommend it all the time.
Yeah.
The only thing that keeps Tesla slightly ahead is the security system cameras. Maybe in Norway, but in other markets, Tesla still got the edge. Taycan is much smaller than Model S on the inside.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just like you're not buying a Taycan to load a whole bunch of crap into it.
How does Rivian UI compare to Tesla? It's kind of similar.
It feels a bit more limited.
Yeah.
I still think Tesla has the best UI of anything out there.
In the Ioniq 6 excitement, let's just say this: Model Y looks better.
Yeah, like any Ioniq 6 excitement. No, it's the same drivetrain as Ioniq 5, but uglier, and like it'll be a bit more efficient. Great, I don't care. I just want to go fast.
Model Y or Mach-E? Definitely Model Y.
Model Y. Yeah.
I get the Mach-E. There's a lot of people who like it, but
someone thinks Rivian will become a part of the Tesla family. I do not.
No, there's no way.
Am I still getting a Taycan? Yes. The when is hard to say because allocations are not getting filled. Production pretty much stopped with the Ukraine situation and the chip shortage. And so at this point, it'll probably be a refresh whenever that happens. Any Lucid Air videos in the works? No, because Lucid didn't invite us to anything. That's just joking. So basically, yeah, we have some owners that have allowed us to borrow their cars. So when I'm back in the U.S., yes. No beer charging station. The bar's downstairs, but they close in 15 minutes.
I think they're already closed.
Oh, they're already closed.
Yeah. Wow, it's almost 1.
Faraday or Fisker least likely to bring something to the market? Probably Faraday. Dogs are not here in Europe at the moment, but they might come over early next year when we spend a significant amount of time here. I might bring, if the Plaid's still not on sale in January, I might bring the Rivian and the Plaid over here.
Wow.
That'd be kind of cool, don't you think?
Yeah.
We've spoken a lot about Aptera this episode. I kind of don't want to talk about them anymore. I don't know where this came from out of the blue. No one's ever asked us until they did this stupid Tesla thing.
Yeah. Was that a ploy for more marketing? I don't know.
Yeah, Model Y over Mach-E, 100%.
Yep.
When I see a normal Mach-E, not a GT Performance Edition, I'm like, why would you buy that?
GT Performance is okay. Your dad just said, I'm testing a Mach-E GT Performance tomorrow. Any advice? Enjoy it? I don't know. It's pretty good.
What you have to say. Yeah. Any advice for testing cars? I got a lot.
Out of spec reviews. We heard of it?
Yeah. We got a whole channel dedicated to testing. Although in Europe, it's been more lifestyle stuff, not as much hardcore testing. But we're going to do range and charging tests this week. Nürburgring, range, charging of a whole bunch of cars.
There's a lot to do.
Lots to do. What charge port type should be on all vehicles as a standard? I'm okay with different charge ports as long as we got adapters.
Yeah.
Model Y or ID4 in terms of looks. ID4 on the big wheels, which we don't get in the US.
I'll still say Model Y, but we'll
Do you
disagree.
think the ID4 is that ugly?
Yep. I just doesn't do it for me.
I mean, it's not special, but I love the headlights on ID4.
Mhm.
Thoughts on federal investigations into autopilot? Very much needed, except we're not sure if the feds really totally understand what they're looking for.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of that with the whole Facebook stuff a while back.
Right, that was a disaster.
Oh my gosh.
What do you call me?
Libertarian.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tesla CCS1 adapter works really well. They just need to release it officially. I just got one from the South Korean market. I'm looking forward to trying it out.
Tesla Roadster ? Still my favorite EV I've ever driven.
But the original, but you haven't driven the new one.
No.
Yeah.
The new one's going to be even better.
Ben, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. High fives to you, sir. Thanks for sticking with us. Yeah, pretty incredible. We hit 100,000 subscribers on reviews. We started this channel 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Less than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Coming to the UK at all? No. Fully Charged has never really reached out and said, let's do something together. Collaborations don't always make the most sense.
The UK is on my short list. I want to go to James May's pub. He's opened a pub.
Okay.
So that's on the list.
It just doesn't, it's not the most, I've been to the UK. I didn't really feel like I really wanted to go back all that much. I'd love to go to the north to some of the driving roads.
Yeah, the driving roads in the north and in Scotland especially, and James May's pub. That's really all that's on my list. Seeing Martin.
Yeah.
I have a very short list.
Okay. It's a short list for a big trip. Is it a surprise that, is out of spec motoring older than reviews? Yes. Is it a surprise that Tesla took $250,000 pre-orders and didn't produce a car? I've been saying it from the beginning. Are we able to test EV charging system in Canada? Yeah, eventually somewhere. What happened to Lucid? Seems like no one's covering it anymore.
I don't know.
They just did a whole Lucid Air Grand Touring press drive. I don't really know what I am. Don't get into the politics on this channel. You're just being funny. I just don't like being told what to do. Which is the opposite of coming to Germany.
Yeah.
All the regulations.
It's a mixed bag over here for sure.
Yeah. Would I recommend the Audi e-tron? Yes, I own one. It's great. Well, we hit 100,000 subscribers. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here.
It's late.
We did sleep in though.
Yeah.
Mach-E GT is still 4,000 less than a white Model Y with hubcaps. Yeah, but is it a GT Performance Edition? Because don't buy
That's
a GT.
big difference.
Don't buy a GT non-Performance Edition.
Imagine having a GT and saying you don't have Magna Ride.
That's the whole reason to buy the Performance. They need to make a comfort mag ride for the standard car.
Yeah.
That would solve all the problems. You don't need the extra power of the Performance. How are the dogs? I think the dogs are pretty good. Best dish I've tried in Europe.
Had some good ones.
That's some bad ones too.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's not like the foodie heaven over here. Not in Germany, anyways.
Out of Spec Politics, new
New
show.
channel.
I don't really understand politics enough to have an opinion. Congrats to the whole team. Glad to see y'all doing well. Cheers to the next 100K. Thanks so much. I don't think it'll happen before January 1. If you won a prize and given a chance between a Rivian Launch Edition or a Tesla S Plaid, like Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Fund is doing, which would I choose?
Well, you don't.
Probably a Tesla Model S Plaid or X Plaid. Rivians have softened. I own both.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't choose.
Right. I couldn't choose. But I'd go for the Tesla because it's worth more money, I think.
There we go. Leonard says the political movement I want to see is a push for an American Autobahn.
Hell yeah. Whoever's bringing us a no speed limit road, I'm in.
Vote now.
You know what's amazing is we've been driving around Europe or especially in Germany, and we're like, we see very few accidents.
No accidents. Everyone's going
Well,
as fast.
we've seen 3 accidents this whole month.
One was a 7 Series.
Right. One was a prototype.
Prototype, yeah.
We pissed BMW off filming a BMW 7 Series crashing. It was great. Do you have an order in for the R1S? No, not at the moment. Congratulations, guys. This has been a great chat. Thanks, Mom. Mom, you want to give us a call? Why don't you call me and say hello to everyone? No, we didn't cause any of the accidents. We were not involved, thankfully, knock on wood. Let's call my mom. She's commenting.
How can America call itself the land of the free when they have a speed limit? Hell yeah, brother.
That's right. We cannot be the land of the free with a speed limit. I'm calling my mom. Hello.
This has been a great chat. You two are so great together, and honestly, I've learned so much.
Oh, that's great. So have you driven your car yet?
So, no, Dad picked it up. My beautiful new Genesis GV60. I've seen videos on it. I can't wait to see it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, what do you think about it?
I think it's really a lot of car. I mean, it's almost 500 horsepower.
He wants you to use all that horsepower.
She drives faster than my dad does.
Really?
Yeah.
Proper.
Wouldn't you say, Mom? Now we lost her.
That German cell service.
Typical German cell service. Anyway, sorry we lost you, Mom. Yep. So let's see. Say hi to the stream, Kyle's mom. My mom's already in the stream, and she's great. She's owned a whole bunch of EVs. She's owned more EVs than most people have.
That's true.
Yeah, she's awesome. Let's see. Next Alaska video. Well, we just released one this week. I guess I have the footage for the next few. I need to get them to Alyssa. I don't know. Anyway, getting pretty tired here.
Yeah.
My hotel room's right over here, and I'm looking forward to going to bed.
Almost 1 a.m. We gotta weave our way through a bunch of Weissmans out there. I'm assuming they're all still there.
Sorry, lost you. Yes, sorry. I think it's on us, Mom, not you. Is Dave your dad? Yes.
Out of Spec Dave.
Out of Spec Dave. That's my dad. We forced him into his own YouTube channel. Yeah. All right. Oh, Martin's watching.
Martin.
What the heck?
He heard talk about me wanting to come to England just to see him.
And so the little buzzer went off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Martin should have been live streaming with us.
We'll get him in soon. We need to do another podcast with him anyways.
Well, I think his whole life is podcasting. I think he needs to come and do some laps on the Nürburgring with us.
Best voice. I want us to do laps and then him voiceover about it.
Why don't we do a podcast on the Nürburgring?
That's an idea.
Okay.
Martin. He said, haha. That's a good response.
Yes. Okay. Great. Let's do it. You got to end this thing.
Yep. All right. Good to talk to y'all.
Thanks for 100K. Seriously, can't thank you enough for your continued viewership, your support of Out of Spec. We have so many different things we're working on, 1 million projects at once, which slows things down. And can't wait to bring it all to you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.